This is from Biafrans Got Talent. We are letting Biafrans know the reason why we should remember those who gave their lives for us, those who died that we may live.
You died to end my suffering. You died fighting for my freedom. Your blood is the seed of redemption. You are my inspiration.
The deed no wrong with them, military shots at them. 67 to 70, we remember them. 2016, 38 May, memory still lives in our mind till today. Wonder why they refuse to publicize the genocide. The world media turn blind eyes to our plight. It's time to arise, land of the rising sun. Let's rise one more time, let's rise.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Tell them I got that day. Remember when me tell you say I got that day. Yeah, I remember that one that called us a prospero. But the way you go like a papa nuku. But then when we hero, me tell you what I look pandi, what pandi samiro. Me tell you what I day. For we the front and the rest of man, I tell you what I do. Me know that you come to tell them say what you do.
I want to promise you something today. We must fight together, no retreat and no surrender. We must hold them down till the end of time. The most important thing is that we will restore Biafra. May your soul rest in peace.
And I look up to the sky with tears in my eyes. For other Biafrans, if for freedom had to die, we will never forget you as the days go by. You are always in my heart, we'll never be apart. They fought for our freedom, they died for our freedom. They fought the Nigerian soldiers in the war front, without food, without guns, for our freedom, for our life, for our own good, for our children. We love them, our heroes, we want them.
My heart bleeds when I saw them slain. Where will I be now if not then? They will remain indelible in my heart forever, 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 and never, and never, and never.
We serve in your plantation, and the way you paid us back with your bloody starvation. We play in our history that the death of our people is a mystery. No going back to get to a victory. I had a voice now call for vengeance. I never get bombed, I'ma blow like a vengeance.
Yo, we will never forget our fallen heroes. Those who gave their life for us. Onitsha massacre, Ipocha massacre, Aba massacre. We remember you. Alright.
Where will I be now if not you? You died at Mali, 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 Mali.
They were starved to death because of our freedom, and they paid the debt for our freedom. Flag high for those that died in the genocide, fighting for you and I. There is pain in our heart, we bleeding inside, tears in our eyes, so I'm falling here.
This is for my fallen heroes. Give them a motivation, people. It's like I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Cause to be a cast, I need to be a nurse. If we did not retire, yeah.
They paid the ultimate price. They died for me, for the freedom of my unborn child. We
flag in the air. Never be afraid. March on, cause we are more than conquerors. Yeah, you know what it is. We must revenge, and we must stand to represent who we are.
Fight on, brave boys, fight on, heroes of our fatherland. Pursue the enemy, harass him, destroy the invader. March on, brave boys, now that victory is in sight. March on and hasten the disintegration of the enemy already set in motion.
Fighting a war, knowing the difficulties, the odds against us, there is an element of fatalism, people feeling, well, if the world chooses to abandon us, then perhaps it is better we all perish. They don't ever consider a Biafra not free. They believe in either Biafra free or no Biafra at all. That means none of us living to see it.
I need Biafra freedom. We Biafrans, we need Biafra freedom. For this, I decided, even to die, that Biafra must have its own freedom.
I want us to work systematically towards the establishment of a good, progressive, and democratic society where all vestiges of privilege and social injustice will be abolished, and the rich contribute more for the welfare of the poor. If civil war comes, and I do think it is imminent, you're quite right, it will for us be the price of freedom. Our people here have for a long time been prepared for this eventuality, and I am confident of their readiness. I think that when it does come, that the people on the other side would be surprised as to what they're going to get. And I'm confident that it will not last long.
We'll surely come out as a nation because we're fighting a just cause. Even a little child on the street will tell you this. We shall never go back to Nigeria again. God's grace will surely emerge as a nation. And so, as far as this war continues, we'll fight to the last man.
This is what Biafra is, the end of the journey for a persecuted, massacred, pursued people. We have made all attempts at a democratic resolution of this crisis. I have offered open elections, plebiscite. I have offered just an open carte blanche suggestion, anybody who can find a democratic way of finding out the wishes of the people, let him suggest it and we will go for it.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku. Another Savior.
Holy, holy.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop. God knows we can never stop until Biafra is restored. We are peace-loving people. We abhor death and killing of another soul. It's in our nature, that's how we are. But because of that, they have been coming and killing us all these years. We've kept quiet. They've been killing and killing and killing quiet. We have a case at the ICC. We have a case at Africa Union. We have a case at what else again? In pending before the UN in New York. We've been to Geneva to tender our case. Before UN, till today, nothing. In fact, the more we complain to them, the more they come to abduct and rape our children, the more they come to kill us, the more they want to take over our land and our forests. And who told them that's going to be possible in our time? In a time, in a movement that I lead, you think you can come into our land and take it over? Oh dear. That means you don't know who we are.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very evening section. I appreciate every one of you that have joined us on this program, wherever you are joining from. Like and share the program on your platform, share to family and friends, share to your neighbors, reach out to anybody you can reach out to. Don't keep the message to yourself. This is our evening section. We have done the morning section. We are in the evening section. I remember the evening section, we entertain other people in our platform. We bring other programs from their conventional media, from other Biafra agitators that we are somehow love what they are doing. We bring them in this platform to also share their points and share their views and information. That is what we do every evening. So this evening we continue to air our opinion. We continue to let the world hear our voice. We cannot be silent, not this time. This is a time that every voice matters. Your voice matters. My voice matters. You that is watching out there, if you cannot speak, share the program. If you don't have a platform where you can speak, the least you can do is to share the program, like and share. When you like the program, the algorithm will trigger off other people notification and they can join us. So it is important to like and share. You know, we are under attack from different angles in this platform. We are under attack from people who are not Biafrans, the haters of Biafra, the Zoological Republic government. We are also attacked under our people, our fellow Igbo people. They still attack our platform. Fellow agitators, they also attack our platform. So the attack is coming from all angles, and we must overcome them by giving your support, sharing, and liking. So this evening, we are going to go straight to the evening program. As you know, a lot is happening with what is happening. Those who are trying to send Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to death by all means, those who are trying to destroy the image and the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by all means. And as they are trying, they are failing. Every day they try, they fail. The idiot that came online to insult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and call for his death, wherever he is, he will now understand that he is not speaking for anybody. He is speaking for his clique. And the station that featured him, they will regret why they ever brought that man, that idiot, in their station. But as you know, all the Nigerian media house are just there for money. Once you can be able to pay them for your airtime, they come there, they allow you to say any nonsense. More especially when it has to do with the Biafrans, they will allow you to say anything. That is why an idiot will come on national TV. A man that is still going for his appeal and begin to call for his execution. That executing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will give him peace. And people have been reacting. Biafrans, online, offline, from the United States, from across the world, they are reacting. They are reacting. And this evening, we are going to play some of the reactions. There's a reaction I saw from, what do they call them, VOP. I saw them talked about it. I will play that to hear what the VOP program they had, what I have to say about that. And after that of VOP, we will still bring our sister, Achalugu also. She's going to speak also, and then we will bring her program, as always, to showcase what is happening, because IPOB is our family. We can't run away from IPOB. Every one of us, we are IPOB. That is where we started. That is our Nobi. So whatever is happening in IPOB concerns everybody, as long as you're from the old Southeastern region, no matter the group where you belong, whichever group you are, whatever happens in IPOB concerns you. It concerns you. So we must pay attention and support everything that is doing there. Since Mazi Nnamdi cannot have recovered IPOB, under Mazi Chris Ogu, we must support anything that Mazi Chris is presenting. We will support it by all means necessary. Every one of us. That is why we must pay attention to what is going on there. Give all our support. In his latest program, he also retreated about taking care of the ESN. The IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to take care of the ESN. That has one of the things that have been bothering me all this while. I worry so much about them because many people are using that to scam others. Many people, that is what they're using to scam Biafran, because they know Biafran people, we love the Liberation Army, we love the work they are doing to protect Biafran land. And for that, people are taking advantage of that work. People are taking advantage and they end up causing chaos, exposing them to danger. They cause problem and they expose them to danger. So I thank God that that very issue has been resolved and now IPOB is in charge. So it will not be business as usual. So this evening we are going to do everything we can. And there is a news I also saw that is happening where Donald Trump is still congratulating Tinubu. I cannot understand. You see, wherever you are, you must know that nobody will save us. Nobody will save you and I. Only Chukwu Okike will save us. Donald Trump, that so many of us have hope on him that something is going to happen. Look at him today. President Tinubu. He is still praising Tinubu and saying that Tinubu has it. He just sent a letter to Tinubu that Tinubu have fought terrorism, that Tinubu have done something to protect Biafrans and the Christian genocide and all that. Unbelievable. I don't know where he's getting his information from. Very shameful, very shameful. And that is where his failure is. I never believed that we can experience this kind of a thing in the tenure of Donald Trump. With all that the Biafran people have suffered, with all the events that have happened on the Christian genocide, that the evidence are there. Americans are on the ground. They saw what happened. And yet, Donald Trump is saying that he's working with Nigerian government. He is happy they are working together. It's unbelievable. I don't know where tomorrow you hear what they call him. Members of the House will say different things. The other Rally Moore will say different things. You go to that one, you see a different, seeing different things from different sides of the party. And of course, we know what happened. Money have exchanged hands. Tinubu $9 million or $50 million is working. It's working. They are pushing hard every day. It is sad. It is sad. And I never believed that such situation is going to happen. Not in the tenure of Donald Trump, but unfortunately, here are we. We need to accept it the way it is. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, we must start about it. This battle belongs to us. We will fight it. Nobody will fight it for us. And also, I want to remind you before we go into those videos, remind you that our Prime Minister is coming to court on the 5th of August. Remember the protest on the 4th. That protest, every Biafra need to be there. You know the same number we had. We want to have more than the number we had in convention, more than the number we had in declaration. That is going to go a long way to put pressure and let Finland know that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not alone. That regardless everything they are doing, that Biafrans are still standing with Mazi Simon Ekpa, and we continue to stand with him. This protest is for every Biafran. It doesn't matter the group you belong. It is not about group. You can answer any name you like. It doesn't matter. It is for every genuine Biafran. Every genuine Biafran across the world. If you can be in Finland, be there. More especially members of IPOB. Members of IPOB, you must be in Finland to support our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. That will go a long way to correct many wrongs that have been done. Because a lot of wrong was done to Mazi Simon Ekpa. while he was fighting to protect our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi. They were busy pushing lies, propaganda, and blackmailing him. Look at where we are today. Look at what they are doing today. The people that didn't want him to do what he's supposed to do, look at where they are today. So everybody should support Mazi Simon Ekpa. And in that legal fees, if you can be able to support financially, support. There's a link where people make financial support to support the American lawyer that is going to represent him. The American lawyer that is going to liaise outside to make sure that Mazi Simon Ekpa is adequately represented. His rights must be. We're not asking for pity or favor or anything. All we're asking is that his rights must be respected. There's no way you can tell me that his rights are respected and you don't admit his own evidence against the accusers. How is that a right? That's not right. And that is why we need to touchlight it using an international lawyer. So contribute to the international lawyer, to the legal fee of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Contribute to support that international lawyer to make sure he does his work the way he has to. Make sure you contribute and be part of that very protest. Make sure you are there. These are the most important issues we have. From now till the next 1 month, from now till 21st, there is no other, anybody that invites you for any other project, don't mind them. These are distractors. These are distractions. Anybody that asks you for any funding of any project, don't mind them. The only project before the Biafran people today is Mazi Simon Ekpa legal fee. Go and support it. Prepare for the protest. Everything that needs to be done in this appeal has to be done. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. Opportunity of a lifetime. If we miss it, we can't have this opportunity to do it again. Don't say after they have pronounced a sentence, you say, oh, if we had known, we would have done this. That thing you do. Begin to do it now. That is why you must leave every other thing and focus on this. Let us give our best. If at the end of the day, whatever be the outcome, we will be happy and glad that we have done what we are supposed to do. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Gabiam, do not get distracted. Do not get distracted. There is distraction. I wouldn't tell you there is not. There is distraction. It's coming every day. We can see it, we can hear it, we can feel it. But don't allow that distraction to get you. Continue to remain in the right path. Continue to be consistent and remain in the right path. That is how we can overcome. There's no other way we can overcome except that. So I urge you in the name of Chukwu Kukabema to do your part. Now, let us listen to this very program and let us hear what they have to say in VOP on what is happening, more especially the man that called for the death of Mazi Nnamdi. That idiot that called for his death. Many people are reacting in different places, in different angles. So let us watch and see the reaction that came from this very station, what they have to say. It is important. Pay attention from beginning to the end. You'll be glad you did. Let's watch.
The voice of the people 90.3 FM Kiyonomasi Abiarage Barrister Darlington Agomo Wana Uchele na studio Barrister Ototoma Ali Bonkem Elekeneme Barrister tutu fadu boko talita kani kwelo Chineke to handsome and make you na World Cup akula oh, you said that. Thank you. Barrister. No, get my come was. I would be next 4 years. ọ na-adị nke nwere ikuku na-eku ugbu a adịkuku a na-eku n'ụkwụ nwoke ka ọ na-emerụ ahụ ihe
isi ike na ụbọchị adịghị mma ọ na-emekọta ụmụ nwoke onye dọlicha n'ehihie elu n'abalị ọ ga-ezu ike nwaanyị na-adị ya bam gwu ya na nwa ikpeazụ ha mụrụ na o ruole 4 years mgbe a gwara gị otu ahụ gị were ego n'obi na-adị onwe si na ọ naanị nwaanyị ka ị mụtara so ịwụ nwoke ya legalie ike ọ dị ya ma ọ dị ihe o mekite ihe a ma ọ na-eje ọ ga-aga chọọ solushon jee na-agha ya adịla anya ịga ebe a na-agbasa ozi ọgwụ a na-ere ya adị 100 dị ya 90% na-egwu ọgwụ ike ụmụ nwoke 90% onye na-egwu egwu ya enwere one radio station every 6 months or so ga-enwu ndị niile na-ama ọgwụ dibịa ha ju ebe ahụ onye ọbụla ọgwụ ike nwoke onye a na-eme enweghị ọzọ ya ga-egosi gị na ihe a dị general na ọ dị general so it's a very very big issue. Enwere ihe na-emekọta ụmụ nwoke na ma ọ chọrọ iji ya depopulate ya Nigeria ma ọ gị I don't know. Yes, I ga-elebi anya ọ dị very common even young men ọ ya eme adịghị ile anya ha na-achọrọ ịlụ nwaanyị maka ha achọghị mkparị ị ga-aga lụta nwatakịrị nwa agbọghọ ya abịazie n'ụlọ gị ya na-ede gị ka furniture piece adị nwaanyị pụọ asad asọ gbara asad o lekitela anya so ihe adịghị otu osiri dị enwere ihe megede yes ihe ndị a dị mkpa maka na ihe a na-eri eri ewetago ọgwụ ya ga-evitamin ike ga-adịghị n'ahụ ile anya ndị a na-eri ugbu a ha niile wụ chemicalized food ịga ebe a na-akụ ugbo ya na-ejizi akụ ugbo na-awụ kemikal irikela kacha ihe niile a ya agaghị ihe nọgị n'ahụ mebichia erize mgbe ị ga-arụ ọrụ Chineke siri bịa mụrụ ike a ga-adịzi gị a na-ata nwa oge ụta so nwoke ga-agbalị ka ọ ga-achọ solushon ọ bụ ọ na-achọ solushon na aka nsogbu na-esi abịa maka ihe na-awụ ihe Chineke ekere ọ ga-adị ka ihe Chineke ekere ọ ya bụ nsogbu so gọọmenti ga-edeba anya na ihe a ọ dị very common especially ụmụ okorobịa na-alụbodo alụ ụmụba amụ I am telling you so a ga-elebi ya anya ka ọ ka a ghara na-ata ụmụ nwoke ụta meanwhile ihe ji ha jikwa ha ọ eziokwu ọ dị mkpa ya ma ha chọrọ ka anyị ghara na-apọpuleti Naịjirịa ha ekwuo onye ọbụla ezi ike dadị na-ata ha ụta ọ dị too common eziokwu ọ dị too common and enweghị tribe ma ọ religion ọ dị general
gbaka ka ọ na-eju n'ubi ego anyị bara na nke ya maka na ihe ebutere n'ụtụtụ a ọ bụ ihe ndị nwoke na-ego anyị ga-amụta otu ihe maọbụ ebuo na ya tupu ekwere gị na anyị udo anyị ga-agbapụ ya ọsọ barista aka na-eji steeti gị na-etụrụ Caleb Luftwang pụtara n'ụbọchị ụnyaahụ ma rịọ ndị Igbo gbaghara ọ sị ndị Igbo biko ka ihe niile tara n'abalị ka ọ bụrụ anwụnta ọ sị na ya katọrọ ka steeti Plateau jiri sonye lụso ndị Igbo agha na ya bụ agha Nigeria na Biafra 1967 ruo 1970 ọ sị ka anyị chefu ihe niile mere n'oge agha ahụ ma lewe dị n'ihu ọ sị na nke iru ka barịsta ọtụtụ ụmụafọ Igbo apụtala ma sị ya Luftwang ọ bụghị dị ka anyị tụrụ anya ya anyị mgbaghara e nwere otu onye nọ na steeti gị anyị na-atụ anya ka ọrụ ụmụafọ Igbo mgbaghara maka ya bụ mkpamkpa ọkpara over 3 million emails nwụrụ na ya bụ agha alụrụ afọ 3 barịsta ọ dị gị ka mgbaghara a Luftwang rere ugbu a ihe ziri ezi ka ọ dị gị ka enwere ya na-atụ anya ịrịọ ya bụ mgbaghara tutu mgbe ọ pụtara rịọ ya bụ mgbaghara ya ndị ga anabata ihe ọbụla si steeti Plateau
echi niile mgbe m nụrụ okwu a and mgbe m na-eme minista na-eme analisis na news ọ bụrụ onye mkpu si obi dị m ụtọ na gọwanọ dị ndụ na-anụ ya obi dị m ụtọ maka na ihe ndị Plateau na-akpọwa ugbu a ọwụ na ha wụ isi koterebu ọwụ ndị ugwu ndị azụ na ọwụ ndị Igbo wụ nsogbu Naijiria All the motor hand in hand, especially go on. When I do about the Civico, give the 3 hours group we are a mania. I got to be there by the way I come and cannot be done. Ndị Igbo aha unu wishi biko unu ga-awalitere anyị ha anyị bidiri ha ọ ebe a ga-ebido ọ wee si hapụ ihe gara aga ahapụ ka ihe gara aga ọzọ na-eme ihe mụta ji ekwe ya na agba na-eligret maka na ndị ha na ha kwụrụ lọgụ ndị ha na ha soro lọgụ aha against ndị Igbo ndị kwere ha sa aga wishi ndị Igbo ha ọzọ ha na-ekwu ugbu a agba ihe mere ji na-enwe nchegharị enwere ihe ọzọ ekwele m ebe a sị my people perish for lack of knowledge onye Baịbụl ọnwụ na ndị aghọtara gwọta ihe Chukwu na-ekwu na 1967 n'aha enwere ike Naijiria agaghị dị ụtọ dị ugbu a mana mgbe ndị Igbo na-ekwu ya mgbe aha enwe onye ghọtara ndị aga ghere ha ma ndị TV ndị Benue akwa ha nọ n'otu ugbu a ha nọ n'otu ya ha ekwetakwanụ mgbe aha chụwa ndị abara n'ịgadi igbebi Naijiria enwere ike ha agaghị dị ụtọ dị ugbu a ha eyijuchala ha ewerela ha lụsụ ndị Igbo ọgụ maka na ndị ahụ nọ ndị Igbo ndị ghọtara ahead of time ndị Igbo ndị maara ihe kara ha so ha si na ọnwụ na-emebila ndị Igbo ọ ga-edeziri ha ohere ime ha chọrọ ime ha aghọtaghị ugbu a ọ dịla ha too late ekwere m ya montan ewezokwu ikwuolu mana unu ga-akpọkọta onwe unu n'ukwu bịa tie ndị Igbo aka n'obi lekwe ndị Biafran soldiers Biafran policemen unu chụpụrụ na ebe ha na-arụ ọrụ unu gbaghachi anya ha ebe unu ji ha unu gbaghachi anya ndị agha nwụrụ anwụ unu aga famili unu ga tie ha aka n'obi n'otu n'otu ọ wetu ihe ga-ekwu na manụ ihe na-ekwu ma ọ bụghị ya achọghị m ịnọ nke a ma ọ bụrụ na plan ka ndị Igbo bịa nyere unu aka lụọ ọgụ feturu ugbu a anyị agafe lụ ọgụ ọzọ ya ma ihe na plan ma ndị Igbo bịa nyere unu aka lụsị ndị ọgụ mba unu lụọ gị n'ọgụ maka mgbe anyị kwu nke edozie na unu jụrụ ajụ enwere ya onye ndị a ji mee ohere na-eme ihe a na-eme
ọ bụrụ na ị ga-echeta tupu ugbu a cheta na ha pụtara sị na enweghị akaụntụ ofisi ọbụla akaụntụ jeneral sị na enweghị akaụntụ dị na CBN. CBN na-apụtara ma kwuo si na enwere akaụntụ abụọ ofu bụ na dollars ofu bụ na pounds na ha anabataghị bido ya bụ gịnị mepe ya bụ akaụntụ mgbe a na-ajụ ha sị ya kedu mere na ndị sukuru niile ọ sị na ya bụ standing order official command ka e nyere basị gịnị mepenụ akaụntụ a nọọsụ na ministry akaụntụ jeneral barista ọ dịghị ka okwu ekwesịghị igosi onwe ya kedu ihe ndị akụkọ na-agbagharị na na-eme n'ọrụ onye nyere maka na ha dị mma enwere m ikwuru atọ n'oge ke ya enwere ike nwoke imepe akaụntụ na-abụghị na enwerere onye maọbụ ndị si na ya bụ kabinet barista gị na sibiri na-ekwuli ya kpọmkwem kama na ha si na kemgbe e mepere akaụntụ a ego abatabeghị ego apụbeghị 1.3 billion ahụ ebe ka a na-atụ ya ọ ga-abanye
elugo ịtụ asị ọ karịala adị Igbo na tohanso nye m na-agwa unu n'ọtụtụ awụ gịnị asị akarịala na asọ rọgụ ya na-achọzi bugere a na-achọ akwa ga-eji kpuchie asị niile maka a na-ekpuchi ya na-agbawachi enwere ya so ya na-achọ otu a ga-eji kpuchie that is ihe adịrị nation eziokwu ọ bụrụ ebe a mara eme gọọmenti Tinubu ga-ada ugbu a ga-asịla ngwa unu nye ohere unu agbalịala I'm not joking a ga-asị unu agbalịala mgba pụọ elee prime minista nọ na Britain a na-akpọ Boris Johnson kedu ihe chụpụrụ ya n'ọchịchị na mgbe a na-eme COVID-19 ọ gara na-aga eme pati na ọfịs ya ọ gwụla onye jọnalist agasị dịka onwe ebe nwoke a na-eri na nkwari na ndị enyi ya ha sị gịnị na anọ na lockdown nna ga-eme pati ajụọ nwoke ya sọwaghachi na enwekwa ihe dịka ya onye jọnalist aga-wepụta pikchọ wepụta everything mgbazi ka o ji si ya sizi oke biko na-agbaghara ya na-eme azụ mba mana ọ gịta n'ọwa onye ashị na mgbe ndị nọkọtụrụ ashị na ọkpọtụrụ ashị segbo dị pati emere 1100 well now power like even in the party out chupu na down street so Prime Minister of UK awazi na ludri ha mere ndị arụsị na sọrọ ọkụ na-enye ọda na-agara si ibe nwe ihe mere ọ bụrụ ebe a mara eme vote of no confidence onye njisa ya ha National Assembly by now ha gala agwala Tinubu si na biko embarrassment ọ karịala ya ka biko n'ụkwụ by now ihe toziri na n'oge impeachment proceedings a ga-asa agwala ya Tinubu because is of that all the ka dịrị na njọ enweghị problem n'ụwa gọọmenti ahụ nọrọ enweghị problem. It can never happen. Enwere nwoke a na-akpọ Rex Tillerson mgbe Donald Trump bịara the first time. Donald Trump agwara na ọ dị Afrịka ebe ọ ga-aga na ebe ọ ga-aga na onye ọbụla ọ hụrụ mere ọ gbakọrọ na Nigeria. Rex Tillerson na-aga Kenya and one other place gacha abandon emeri ya agawa sọrọ ọgụ na Nigeria. Donald Trump anọ na America hụ picture of everything say na mgbe agwara nwoke a na ọ gara na Nigeria gịnị ka ọ chọrọ ya chere nwoke adịghị plane na-alọta America ya fire ya from there. O chere ka ọ lọta America ga-akọwarị ya n'okwu ya na Nigeria ya fire ya ọdụ ya ga na-arụ ndị ọfisi regulatọ ọ dị ka ọrụ ga-akwụsịla nwoke alọta ha na Washington ọlọta ha zọ ebe ịghọtago ọ lọrọ n'ụlọ ya ọ otu mmara leaders na-eji eme for Tinubu ịgwa anyị na e nwere confidence in Gbadaji Amila with ya na-emene nna nsogbu dị and enweghị gọọmenti eziokwu
nsogbu dị dịka barista Valentin si kwuo barista ama na enugo ya bụ ihe nọ na-afịata oke mkpụrụ ụbọchị abụọ ugbu a otu nwa amadi nwafọ Igbo akpọrọ aha ya dịka Mazi Chigozie Nnamdi pụtara ma gwa gọọmenti Naijiria na ọ bụrụ na ha gbuo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taa udo tọrọ atọ ga-alọghachi azụ n'ala Igbo na ọ bụ ya bụ nwa amadi na-ebute nsogbu n'ihe niile ọ bụrụ na egbuo ya taa udo tọrọ atọ ga-alọghachi n'ala Igbo ya bụ ihe nọ n'egwu igbezi ike ozi ọla ọhụrụ dị iche iche ọbụla dị ndị lọya Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sị na ka ihe siri kwuru ugbu a na a ga-akpọkwa ya bụ nwa amadi n'ikpe na ọ bụrụ naanị nke ahụ ya bụ ụlọ nta akụkọ TV a nọrọ ndị agha ajụjụ ọnụ ahụ ha ekwu ya bụ ihe na ha ga-etinyekwu ya News Central TV na ha ga-etinyekwu ya na ya bụ ikpe ha ga-akpọpụ ma Maazị Chigozie Nnamdi ma ya bụ ụlọ nta akụkọ TV barista kedu ka siri hụ ihe agwa amadi ya kwuru o si wute n'obodo ya taa mkpakọ ọjọọ ndị IPOB na ESN na-akpa na ọ bụ mgbe oge amụchi Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na ya bụ ihe mere abelata n'oge a tụrụ ya mkpụrụ ya bụ ihe belata nke ọma na ọ bụrụzie na enwere onye ugbu a n'ikpeazụ ya bụ ihe akwụsị kpamkpam udo tọrọ atọ alọghachi n'ala Igbo kedu ka esiri hụ okwu a nwa amadi ya na-akpọ gọọmenti Naijiria
Ada Igbo na Johansson aka mara ihe nọ na politiks ndọrọ ndọrọ ọchịchị onye ọbụla gara ahịa aka azụ ọ ga-ekwunye nsọrọ ya bụrụ na ebe a mgbe Kanu ntabịa bịa kwuo okwu gbasakwara Nnamdi Kanu ịrụrụ n'okwu enwecha ndị enyere aka azụ ha bịakọta kwuo onye asụ onye kwule ọ bụ otu ọ na-adị so nwoke a enwere nye gwara ya ya hụ na ya gwazi ụlọ ha bịa onye agụrụ onye agụrụ o nwere nye onye gwara ya bịa mgbe onye okwuru ịghọtago dịka uche obi ekwe maka na ile anya gọọmenti emene ihe nsopoziri ime n'aka Nnamdi Kanu ebe a tụrụ ya mkpọrọ ọka n'azụ gote ọrụghị elegbe nke ewu gbuo ya a na-egbu ya maka gị o mekarịrị ndị oge rili ndị a niile na-awakpo ndị mmadụ n'ugwu ọkwa Nnamdi Kanu Nnamdi Kanu ka ịhụ na onye kwu unye a uche ezuru ezu ihe a niile na-eme n'ugwu Naijiria na-adịghị mma ugbu ọ bụ Nnamdi Kanu akwụ ya akụghị ya ewere otu ndị mmadụ na-eji ekwu okwu ebe atụ agbaghị awa onye Igbo kwuru ya onye Igbo ahụ bụ onye agbara nkụ na azụkwu uche onye adịghị njọ anaghị achịkwana ime okwu ahụ maka na onye ara uche osokwere dị mma onye ọbụla uche onye adịghị njọ ị na-ekwu ilo ekwu ihe ga-ebute ete ndị Igbo unu n'ihe asị uche onye adịghị njọ ọwụghị ebe m nọ a ga-amarịrị ihe anyị na-ekwu bifo a na-ekwu na ọ dị ha njọ ọwụghị uche ọbụla dị mma onye m na-ekwu ebe a nwoke a ga-adịghị n'anya enwere onye gbara ya ọgwụ n'isi isi ọbịa mkpa onye okwu ya n'uche obi akụkọtụ enwekwala ka emere ebe a akwa na Kanu ntapụta bịa tụwara anyị so otoghị m n'anya with politics a na onye ọbụla nwere ike ịbata n'ime ya
barista Kanu jesi Peter Obi na gbamgbaso agreemonies isi Nigeria asị onye na-ebu ọ nwere akịrị ọ bụrụ Rosa Sana Baracas, onwere oge ọzọ n'elu ọchịgoro ọ bụ sọsọ Anambra nke ọchịrị ọ sịrị onye akwa mkpaso ọchịchara otu afọ anọ o nweghị ike ịlaghachi ozugbo dịka ndị ọzọ ya nwana nwunye ya chịrị ya afọ asatọ n'otu ahịrị mana akwakwasị emenwuru ya akwakwasị ọchịchara o nweghị agara ịlaghachi ozugbo o wee nọchi ya afọ asatọ ọzọ tupu o nwee ike ịlaghachi ọ sị na obi kpamkpaso tiketi a.
You have had this area of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was where I wanted to hear from them. Whatever has to do with Nigerian government and their politics, I am not interested. That part is where I wanted us to hear. The man that called for the death of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody is going to support that. That madman he will definitely face the consequence of the action. Since hunger will push them to do anything. Hunger will, are you telling me it's not just hunger? Does hunger affect the brain? You are so hungry that it affects your brain. You don't know 1 + 1 anymore. There is no excuse for that crime that guy had committed. So before we go to the next one for the broadcast of our sister Achalugu, let's see if we can be able to see the one that Donald Trump also is messing up. Donald Trump letter to Tinubu. They say Donald Trump wrote letter to Tinubu. I want us to see that one also. The letter that Donald Trump wrote to Tinubu. These are a bunch of disappointments people we thought are reasonable.
Good morning out there. We begin the news today with the U.S. President Donald Trump commending Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his commitment in fighting terrorism.
Imagine.
Trump has hailed President Tinubu for his decisive leadership on behalf of the Nigerian people to tackle the issues plaguing Nigeria, especially the violence affecting Christian communities. In a letter to President Tinubu dated July 6, 2026, President Trump declared, and I quote, "It is a true honor to stand with you in the fight against these terrorists and to make the Federal Republic of Nigeria stronger and more prosperous," unquote. According to a statement released yesterday by presidential spokesperson Bayo Ononuga, the U.S.-Nigeria relationship flourished in recent times, with the two sides working closely in key areas, especially in tackling security challenges afflicting parts of Nigeria. The highlight of the collaboration was the May 16 coordinated attack on ISIS hideouts in the Lake Chad area, which led to the killing of the group's top leader, Abubakar al-Banuki, and many of his lieutenants.
Well, moving on, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has said the governors of the 5 southeast states have resolved to work with President Bola Tinubu's victory in next year's election. He said they arrived at the decision based on verifiable facts of what Tinubu's administration has done for the zone against the propaganda of certain politicians using the southeast as template for anti-government sentiment.
Meanwhile, the River State Governor, Ekpa, has declared his support for the Rainbow Coalition, the political alliance spearheaded, I should say, by the Federal Capital Territory Minister, Nyesom Wike. He also endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as his preferred presidential candidate for the 2027 general election, and his true his weight behind the agenda of All Progressive Congress as a coalition chosen governorship candidate.
We have made peace in the states, and we have a total, and I am supporting our Rainbow Party, our Rainbow Coalition. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu is our president, and is the one we are supporting. Okechinda is a governorship candidate that I am supporting, and anybody who believes in me will support. And every candidate that is under the rainbow. For those of you who are saying, hey, let's stay, we want to collect something before we run, there's nothing to collect. I am already in the family. I've come back to our family. So please, wherever you are, give your total support to that coalition. We need to move forward. The time of war is over. It's time of peace. and this place is taking us to another level.
Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has identified the Nigerian Police Force and 5 federal ministries and agencies as having the highest number of suspected fake workers uncovered during its payroll verification exercise. ICPC Chairman Musa Damuali, USAM, disclosed the findings while speaking on the Commission's investigation into the payroll fraud across the federal institution. The Commission said it discovered suspected 908 ghost workers at least 50 ministries, departments, and agencies, recovering about 942 million, allegedly paid as fraudulent salaries. He said the discovery followed an investigation launched by the Commission in 2024 after it detected irregularities in pension payments. The Commission described the fake workers as individuals whose names are fraudulently inserted in the government payroll despite non-legitimate employees. He said investigation found the suspect who allegedly placed the names of his wife, son, mother-in-law on the payroll while collecting salaries of 12 other workers. I am
908 ghost workers, 942 million naira of Nigerian resources bleeding because of this payroll fraud. And interestingly, Rufai, Dr. Bati, what has been said is that this investigation started in 2024. So long before PFIFP, we have had incidents of ghost workers, and we've talked about this. I believe that for me, the most important thing is, yes, fishing out, doing an investigation, ensuring that these criminals, which they are fished out and face the full weight of the law. But most important for me would be how to prevent this from happening. We've seen cases where the system of recruitment is so porous and not strengthened enough when it comes to institutional oversight that this kind of fraud can continue to happen in the civil service. And so this is calling on the civil service to take action on what is a massive drain on the country's resources and just a cheating of the system. I've had cases of people who have relocated or migrated abroad and are still earning salaries, even those who didn't want to, because the system just didn't flag it off. So is there a way that the exit strategy for being able to take people out of the system, or a deliberate attempt of people within the system to ensure that these names remain so that they can continue to collect salaries on top of their head, as you see on the street? So for me, it is not just about these announcements as to the level of fraud that exists in the civil service, but how we can strengthen the process to ensure that we prevent this from happening. If we're looking at revenue and trying to save money, imagine what that 942 million naira would do in the health sector, what it would do in education. And I want to say, I dare say that perhaps does not even capture the real sense of how many of these fraudulent accounts or personalities or personnel who are receiving salary on a monthly basis on the government account still exist. So I hope that there would be a more constructive solution to tackling this menace. Now let me come up to the first story that we talked about, which is the United States and President Donald Trump writing a letter of commendation, a letter praising the efforts of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on his fight against terrorism. I recall that when we had talked about, a number of issues have come up this week to perhaps necessitate a response from the presidency, because this letter is said to have been received since the 6th of July 2026. And so you wonder why it's just coming out now about 2 weeks afterwards. But a few things have happened. First of all, earlier this week, we talked about Congressman Gregory Steele, passing an amendment announcing that he had passed a bill to amend a bill asking for 50% withholding of support to Nigeria, of aid to Nigeria, because of the way that the government has not been able to tackle insecurity and persecution of Christians in particular in the country, and why should taxpayers' money continue to fund that? And then he amended that to mean 100%. So this statement or commendation from President Trump negates that. So I wonder what would happen to that bill now, because if the president is saying that you're doing well, you have done well. In fact, let me quote him, because he actually mentioned, he said, "I applaud your resolve to tackle the issues plaguing your nation, especially the violence affecting Christian communities, and it's a true honor to stand with you in the fight against terrorists." Just to take a quote from that release from Mr. Bayo Onunuga from the presidency. Then, Also, of course, would then be a conversation that yesterday we discussed. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar saying that his lobbyists will be submitting records on Tinubu's forfeiture case to Trump. And so, again, just coming out to say that actually this statement is in that the relationship between President Trump and President Tinubu is in good standing, and the president has even written a letter of commendation, which from the first paragraph denotes that there was first a letter from President Tinubu because he said thanks for your letter. But away from that, I wonder what the obsession with the approval of the United States is to Nigerians, especially at the president's level. Yes, we've enjoyed very cordial diplomatic relationships with the United States, but there's a thin line between diplomatic relationships and just literally almost like a headmaster role given to the US. So the US has to approve our insecurity, fight against insecurity efforts. The US has to approve the kind of person that is our president. It's mind-boggling. It's almost a tantamount to colonialism. The most important approval is the approval of the people and of what the people feel about the handling of insecurity. And yes, we said that the president has done, enumerated the areas where the president has done well in the fight against insecurity, but the work he has done is not anywhere near enough. And I want to bring to attention some of the kidnappers still in the kidnappers' den. And so whilst there are a number of efforts already being made, the call by the Nigerian people is that there's still a lot more ground to be covered when it comes to insecurity. So America can write its letter, but what do the Nigerian people say about the state of insecurity? That should be the most important thing. Number one, 167 people from the rural community are still in captivity. 242 from Zamfara still in captivity. 48 people from Kaduna still in captivity. 42 students from Borno State, Askari local government still in captivity. IDP, we still have people in the IDP camps. They've not been resituated into their communities. These are the issues we're talking about. So yes, there's a lot of work that has been done, but there's still a lot more work to be done. And so I'm hoping that the people's mandate will be most important than America's approval. But we'll fire take on these stories this morning.
If I start to cry for Nigeria, people will begging me not to cry. Is it not obvious that we have lost the plot as a nation? We are celebrating a response to a letter with Trump commending our president and our country for coming to solve our problem in our backyard, for bringing American sovereignty to come, put boots on the ground, solve our problem that if we are truly a thinking nation, we should be able to solve ourselves. And we are spreading that as an approval because opposition too, that want to run this country, went to get lobbyists abroad to report to Daddy Oyoyo, Trump, the sitting president. So we too, we say, oh, the daddy you went to report us to, daddy also wrote us report card, see the report card. And both those that want to lead Nigeria that say the president is not doing enough, and the president are both looking for daddy's affirmation. And we are here, seated, celebrating that as a nation. The same Trump that came when his troops parted away valuable intelligence. We were reporting here that Gorka was saying that the intelligence something like from the movie. It's not Nigeria that's supposed to be processing that intelligence. But we are here seated and we are reporting that both are going there for affirmation. We are going with lobbyists there. America, Daddy, see us, Daddy, I came to report Tinubu's team too came out. The daddy you went to report us to, daddy has already written us. And when daddy, the House of Representatives said that they want to withdraw aid, we are all shouting. Ayo, let me cry small this morning for Nigeria. In 1961, a Nigerian leader, Tafawa Balewa, Fashekmi, addressed a joint Congress of the American Congress, a joint session. You know what that means? Till today, no other Nigerian leader has addressed a joint session of the American Congress. Let me excite you even further. During that visit, yes, there were political symbolism, Cold War tie, but America saw Nigeria as a bastion in Africa. Do you know who went to receive Tafawa Balewa when he got to the airport in America? The Vice President of America, Nnamdi Johnson. Do you know the other people that America has kept that honor for, that only their vice president is going to receive in the airport? The likes of Pope and King Saud and some other eminent dignitaries. How many people are since then, Nigerian leader, has since addressed a joint session of an American Congress? So we have gone from a nation that our leader once addressed joint session of American Congress to a nation that we are thankful for letter. Let me excite you even further. The first live satellite telephone call between two world leaders was between Tafawa Balewa and Kennedy. That should make you cry for Nigeria. Let me cry again, Ayo. You are saying ghost workers. Abi? I want to read something for you. I'm sure Dr. Abati read this book because I'm sure then it was just about rounding up university. It's a book called The Trouble with Nigeria by Nnamdi. The Ministry of Communications, the Minister of Communication then, Audu, revealed that ghost worker racketeering was about 600 million naira as of 1983. 600 million naira, because we had not done SFEN. We did SFEN in 86. 600 million naira at 83 was way more than $600 million. That's what one ministry, Audu, Minister of Communication, there reported. Audu just passed, not quite long. He now went further in the book to say, this was what Chinua Achebe said. That's why when Chinua Achebe wrote his last book and said, there was a country, a lot of people were looking. They didn't know that the man has already seen all these things. He now said that if calculated, if Nigeria needed more airports, that over $600 million could have built us 2 airports of the size of Murtala Mohammed Airport. The money wasted in ghost workers. He now went further to say that money could have entirely built us 3 oil refineries. As at 83. As at that time, we're dealing with lackluster oil refinery problem. He now said on a human scale, he pointed out that that could have paid the salaries of thousands of L2 level civil servants on grade 01 for staggering 40 years. The money that could have been used to pay the salaries of grade 01 civil servants for the next 40 years was what ghost worker ate as of 1983. Ayo, you are now telling me that ghost worker took naira something million in 2024, 40 years after the racket is gone. If I say the money itself they are stealing in ghost worker is too small, and this is after they did eyepiece, you will say I'm crying for Nigeria. Can you weigh with me for Nigeria this morning? Thank you.
Okay. Now let's deal first with a statement by Mr. Bayo, wrote a letter dated July 6 to President Tinubu, commending the partnership between Nigeria and the United States in tackling global terrorism and religious extremism, in terms of persecution of Christians in Nigeria. Now, the timelines are important because you recall that in the month of June, there was a report from the same United States, and I recall at that time I was quoting Dr. Stephen Goka, who is the director in the counter-terrorism department in the Department of State, saying that in fact the kind of equipment, arms and ammunition that U.S. forces on the ground in Nigeria.
This man is an idiot. His opinion is always out of point. No need to listen to him. We have had Rufai, and Rufai have exposed the idiocy of Nigeria. There's no point listening to this clown that we always support the evil that is happening in this Volunteer Republic. So we better leave him alone and let us go to the program of our sister Achalugo. The program she did today, all we are doing is to make sure we promote the cause of Biafra by all means possible So let us listen to our sister.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, depending on where you are joining me. Come on, each and every one of you. What kind of one that chalu? I shall be going to go to Chacha. Adam was in Nnamdi Kanu. Because I get them, and when we come meet me with that, one of my Nankan on a dream. Today, for my day, today, what I got happening. In a for that's not double standard, Joker. Ha, God, we know, call Gap or Gene. Raymond, as we can day, won't watch Chineke. Share on video. People want to get that share the video, please share the video. Double standard in whatsoever that you are doing in this life. Make it known to people your stand. Maybe what you are representing. Who name is a double standard and not the wrong way. Hey! In a struggle like this that a whole lot of people come out of the nature and which you name a double standard. Who are you trying to deceive? In a deceive for you. And then we have and a whole lot of people that they want to take over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hana go nke no kuwait potato turoku wala asere sawo yobu na isi. Today look at it. The broadcast o mere wepụta gị na air onye ọbụla geri ọbụna igebeghị mma kpọ ebe a ka ike ya. After ka na eme expose na ekwu na asị na ndị anụnwa na ha chọrọ ibe nche onye na ha chọrọ take over from onye ndu ha agọgidere agụgụ a nke a na-agba agụ na-eche ikwu na Kuwait pụta gọba ụnụ maka o si anwụọ ka nkịta na redio Biafra gọgide na onweghị onye chọrọ take over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, we're not put the struggle, hand the over to that now we all heard the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and join the struggle. And I will not put that tomorrow. Now I get where the struggle, hand the over to. Today, get in me. So don't want to make so don't move. Of Ephraim, Emanana won't under window she. And I said, why that no, why that stop now? Look at it. Ephraim. And I warn you that they're capable of doing and criminals. They have nothing. Thank God that's normal. That's not. Everybody heard the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and joined. Oyabona no the voice of Onyendu and join. Let me play it. Ka be de ka achalugo na bas. Can play. I'm going up on a guarantee. Back over to him. And if we're still going to be here, he comes out, we hand him over the struggle. Have you heard any one of us claiming to be the leader of this struggle? Have you? Have you ever heard it? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. People start claiming the leadership of IPU. Even from a brother coming to claim after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. You go to the annual fair. You know, you have a claim leadership of IPU. You have a claim the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If not, China, some more than do it. If not, how they are blackmailing people. Oyana to fellow Pakistan, Bokano, Takano, and the name. When does it for no mamma to fellow? If we get between Hannah as in China, some more now get on with Chike Dosium and Domun Nemas and the Kano. Can the book power mongers? If we are as it away here, what this voice now? Can you get away again? Listen, we only have respect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of his voice. He is the one that travel around the world and wake people. If you want to be the leader of this movement, it must be by merit. It is not politics. It is not anything you can do. No, Kito no potalo sena Chike doesn't bozi onye do Chike doesn't. Kedi the merit Chike doesn't merit gabo onye. No, just as in this voice note to assist a few moments later or a few months later. Okugele this same no man na asa no today. In anu onu mmiri okunda ka fiche na go na ha. Iche na ha human being. E man na nda abu ndoshi. Anybody know this voice this live broadcast ya mgba ahụ. Geche na anu ofia bụ mmadụ. Today look at ihe ọ na-emezi na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Brazil leader. Mana I say that na anyị niile nụrụ onu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu join ya the struggle. But this same China supporters, see no how make as no how Kuala Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they made Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who he is today. If only same he na but I get na sekwazi na mgbe ni udazi mgbe ha ka na deceive o ha chena anyị ka ha na deceive. They was busy deceiving us. Chena as in deceiving themselves. Chena ha na deceive anyị because anyị ma bụ ndị smart. Anyị amaghị ha as anyị mu di egwu ha na agba. Mbana Isaiah Obapota na go na anu iyi dị ne. Today gini na-emezi. Ọ na ọbụzi take over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ka ha na-eme. Why are we fighting them now? Ihe ndị si iti ọchụkwụla ebe a bụ the opposite ka ha na-eme today. Somebody shout power. Shout all power. Efunia, manana some of you are saying, you are fighting the leadership. You are fighting the leadership. Achalugo, stop fighting on DC. Achalugo, Walugo. Achalugo. Efunia now, get a Achalugo. Have you seen it now? Get on it. We do not care. Someone like me, do not be surprised. When Biafra comes, I will walk in the street of Biafra. You won't even know it. One Igbo Yoshi, Igbo Yo, you want to see Hugi. A hidden idiot that are fighting for freedom. Onye na-ezi ihu ya ezo ada abụ a freedom fighter. Nwanne you a criminal. Muhammad Abbas Igbo onye oshi. Ị na-ezu oshi amaghị amasị onye oshi. Onye kwuru nweta ị na-ezu oshi. Na ihe resịsịrị ebe a n'ọnụ na onye nụrụ ka ị na-ekwu ihe a ga-eche na ịbụ mmadụ. Today you are not doing the opposite. Those people say that they are planned even from the brother. That person who no na to fellow Kumba or that's the Odigukonya when they take over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If we these people are propagandists. Ndano blackmailers. In Ania now. Now no do chapota. Now hand the struggle over to Onyendu. Today, we don't know I'm asking you people now. We don't know the gangsters are no one. Or they don't know ready to hand the struggle over to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then he in a hand. Just so radio Biafran Keti Kenya have password ya. Hajide say you get as if not their as in no he had no key to their no password to their eternal life. Hajide say you cannot they are gonna na macha. Hey, God, I beg. Can you hear GC Kotenaka, the criminals, the gangsters? Just imagine. Nda bege kande ge wolu power hand the was over to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Neya, even the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put in place, how actually destroy ya. Oh, but the same man no say, this same man no fear no kwa. Nyanga put the same person to behind all this attack and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, we go yourself. You wake each other boost or what boost it does him. Oh, no fear. This vagabond no one. This is where he learned, this is that's ila pete. Ona no, ile ana ila pete. When can I go as one? Nyama bu brain behind all the whole allegations and or false allegations if land a bonyendu. Attacking him follow all the can because nobody can attack Onyendu. Attack him how? He never attack him. I thank God that they all know the truth. They know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that's the Agada Wachinozo. Ezem Kotonko Nyirim Kuchi. Omeki me as an Omo can see where may gafe your draw possible. Because he one me we holiday. This are good cheap. Mother's now or one me we Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even self that's not young women. Now, I want you respect today, but because of Iho Memuru can tell. I thank God that I'm not cheap. Well, as a normal about it. He knows that no Iho Memuru can tell. Now, the reason why the world do respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he is a strong man. He is not a gossip. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu see who nya pastor Lobena Pony, Optana Radio Biafra, or now Potokile, Malaga Lile, na Cosasai. Mwanopu today na Kedisi. Iyo Opulu Tata, Keno as in Odegogonia no more DJ new. Onya Roger. Now I hand the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu power over. In our hand, your mobile the power. Who are you? Who are you even for your mind? The power. You have taken over the power. How? What did you know in the just that's an age man Nnamdi Kanu na DSL? None of you can. None of you as in someone more courage as I do not cheap people. That is in a Catawolaka who born with Asa. Mwanaje for your supreme leader in a Negaleka 1 million, Nezonali Konye Melalo, in a Murozu. Manepotena Chokena Rob shoulder with a man who has been standing tall for his people, who has been suffering for many years, who sacrificed all his life for us. That is in our Rob shoulder. And I don't know the chapter. With this your attitude today. Ghana page you agree anya. Came one more to where I more with this thing you play back before. If only now, when you go on, we knew what we were saying. I knew we are in a Kumba. No punto sheep, but that's no punto sheep. Get a forget. Nay, here, your sister in law, on your road to get back, get an able money. Oh, my neighbor, no fear. Oh, my neighbor, criminal, that's no sheep of an Ampolania. Oh, my hat that's a neighbor of the human being. And I yago, and I quali pulasre mono, e pulasri nel gelli, e pulasre. Asre pulondate, e pulasre mono, na onye quay e dashi. Never landed a pussy those today. Look at where you landed them, all of them. Those of them fools in their gagonti. Never asre go your gossiping tongue land their own meaning. And I got no flanting, glazing, guaranteeing at this just oh, yeah, could you get it full of voice? I'm going to cheap. Oh, well, on yours on when this voice. Hey, God, I beg, God, I beg, God, I beg. We could share this video, please. I am live. Guy Gay answer.
Handed back over to him. And if we're still going to be here, he comes out, we hand him over the struggle. Have you heard any one of us claiming to be the leader of this struggle? Have you? Have you ever heard it? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. People start claiming the leadership of IPU. Even from a brother coming to claim after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing.
Chukwu buogo, chere, Chukwu buogo ono. Rising ikwu, Chukwu buogo ono. Sokoto DOS, ono wanko, Kuje DOS. Unfortunately, Kuje DOS anaghị eme exist. Bebe akwa. Ị ga-ebecha akwa n'ọgbọ. Dazi, akwa ga-egbo gị. O nwebeghị ihe for self. Let me even block you. Get out from here. Come on, fuck out, bitch. Get out. Come on, get out from here. Do I look like a nigga? Come on, seriously, boys. Nyala. Share the video, share. I be like, I'm not here. Nebe na akpụrụ na-ebe agwa na be Chike dozie na Chinasa Nworu na ndị otu ụmụ ncha doshi. I no go hide my mouth to talk. Because I don't know name. Threats on pour on me or rubbish. When I don't feel do me nothing. Uno way who look it. Alebu on abrondoshi. Nani here Chinasa Kura Gunechi, Capital, I think capital one is in one. Given on today, on you.
Also, let's back over to him. And if we're still going to be here, he comes out, we hand him over the struggle. Have you heard any one of us claiming to be the leader of this struggle? Have you? Have you ever heard it?
Action speaks louder than the voice. Yes. Action no before now. Speak louder than voice no na poor now. Because I need the code no from the beginning. If we get on that, it may put on go say that no na actually organihu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. On when can see Kwoku that's na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that on a gaga no compromise go. So I don't say that but on I say that's not compromise go. You know na actually like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that because so much take over the struggle. Unfortunately, no know what it takes to pilot this movement. No know ya. Ono lack ya. Na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na apụta na apụta echi. Una fabricate and that's not compromise go. No jigo maka his freedom compromise. So una not even want make una brother come out. Hey! This yochi. The heart of man. This yochi. It's yochi. Chinasa Nworu. Hey! I said the one as in I said the one ka niile. Ama nwanyi mụrụ anụ ọfịa. Ama na-ebe agafu asị ijeleje. Ama na ihe mekata wee kochata agafu. Kobatala anyị na IPOB. Anyị na-eme ihe dị na ego taa. Ekochata agafu. Kola agafu koputela anyị. Ihe na-apụ nwoke a n'ọnụ. Chineke na-ekwere ihe ọjọọ. Ihe nwoke a na-agha. Ịghara m ịgha dị nwoke a n'ọnụ afụ nụrụ m. Ihe na-apụ ya n'ọnụ na-apụ ya niile na-apụ ya ebe niile. Hey! Where do we go from here? A man who has been suffering. From one uncle to another because of Biafra. Yes, he has been that's an because of Monagenabu. But when we have Basalonian to Basalani, but what is not Kalania of all never problem never open here. When that's when we go to see where we relate here. But look at him suffering for all of us. On a case this man or the as a not selfless. No nya basic woman, you also for the fact that na weka potalo stand there for me and you. How many of all these imbecilic senators in Southeast? Mandes in a house of Rep. How many of them they represent on? How many? How many of all these cowards in House of Rep they represent Monagi today? Who are they representing in the House of Rep? Can they represent? But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is single-handedly representing me and you, everybody, not even only Biafrans, everybody in Sioux. All the whole tribes. And we're 3 ethnic groups in Nigeria. Igbo, Hausa, and the Yoruba. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is defending these 3 ethnic groups in Nigeria. That's on stand the door for them. On speaking for them. Now fighting for everybody. The 3 groups are now fighting for them. Nyaka somebody na-ezogharị na Kuwait ka nke na-ezogharị na Switzerland na-anya ụta ọ kwụsị niile ma gị achọọla ya na shop ya ga-apụta n'ama maazị kedu ebe unu jere mara afọ akwa aghọtara m na ihe na-eme nwoke a n'ọnụ gịnị na-apụ ya n'ọnụ na maazị Nnamdi Kanu that na unu spending so many years na-defend maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-cover up little did you people know that no ya nọ behind attack niile unu na-enweta you quick as a rush ya na agụkọ defend maazị Nnamdi Kanu but you are not quick to gụkọ na dị afụfụ maazị Nnamdi Kanu tagoro anyị niile ma gịnwa nka na ọnụ ochere Johnson ịnọ na social media na-alagharị ile na ya bụ defend maazị Nnamdi Kanu mana ịgụkọbe nga niile ọ na-ejere anyị afụfụ niile ọ na-ata maka me and you you are not quick to calculate those ones you are not quick to list it bụ na maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka onye tagola afụfụ na disinje Johnson ị na-asaịdị nwunye gụgụ ọrịa magoro nwunye gị elu dazụ nwa ga-akpọ ọgụ dadị bịa gwusali ekwu that is agụ gị gwa nwunye gị nya haziere gị nri ka irie enwe na prison nọla ebe ahụ onwe choice ihe ọbụla gụtazi ihe ọbụla ebutere ebunye orie ọ na-atara anyị dị afụ eme ka na anụ ọgụ na be anyị ọ sị no nobody should fight that na the reason why o ji nọla ebe a bụ because of anyị nwa ọ na-ata afụfụ emanụ nwere many choice wee ji maka mụ na gị na-abụ di na-aya choice ya niile nọrụ n'ime na-dazi na-atara anyị afụ pụta outside na-abịa ịgwa anyị akwụkwọ na kedu afụfụ ụnụ tarụ maazị Nnamdi Kanu kedu afụfụ ụnụ tarụ if not only gossip kedu afụfụ ụnụ tarụ maazị Nnamdi Kanu achọrọ m ịmụ ya today what and what bụ dị afụfụ ndị oshi criminals ya azụrụ azụ kedu afụfụ dị ihe ụnụ talụ maazị Nnamdi Kanu what and what bụ that to compare nke ọ tara anyị ịfụdụ ya ndị isi ojii ndị isi ojii go na ndị isi ojii kọkwa ka anyị gee ya ntị
And if we're still going to be here, he comes up, we hand him over the struggle. Have you heard any one of us claiming to be the leader of this struggle? Have you? Have you ever heard it? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. People start claiming the leadership of IPOB.
Who are those? Who are those that started claiming the leadership of IPOB? Ngwanu Okeke jela ami ka ebutie. Okeke jela ami. Ebe ka butie kosa. Kunu sokorocha leadership of IPOB after 6 years. Gene ko unu mela chief nothing. Una nolo we are the leadership. If we get ball and the loan. We are the leaders. We are the one leading. We are the one who get a good absolutely nothing. Today, they won't. Hey, Chineke. About Paponia Zakonia, about them get hey, maybe what?
From a brother coming to play.
Joanno fear evidence somewhere now. Or two brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a claim leadership of IPOB. One evidence. This is how they go about blackmailing people. This is how they blackmail people. Every Dick and Harry are now blackmail. As far as they do loyal to them, I got blackmail get them quickly until the wars on the struggle. Now, no strong. That can't give up. The amount of blackmail of these people poured on them about child's play. And that people, even from the brother, coming to claim the leadership of IPOB. How? Or they give us evidence. How did they do that? When was that? He claimed the leadership of IPOB. Hey! Chineke nna napụtakwa nna aka nwoke na-agbasa. Chineke napụta anyị. Chalugizi, hold on. It's all there here no one now. Mgbe leadership na agwa on pretend na plan this thing. How to take over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So anyị na-ata ha ọpụta mee video. No way anybody na plan to take over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's the way anybody na plan to take over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ngwanu today gịnị na-emezi. Today gịnị na-eme? Are they not planning or on a hard plan to take over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's position? Ọ na-afụgị. He had been hopeful in the past. Today, on your part of the thing are backfire. Ihe onye sisiri n'ọrụ in the past are backfire there today. No one onye na-achọ take over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Na ọ bụrụ na ọ pụta hand ya the struggle over to Just ordinary password radio Biafra, they failed to hand over to us. If we are Chineke Nnamdi kwa kaina get.
After Mazi Nnamdi gets to one, we only have respect for Mazi Nnamdi because of his voice. We came. He is the one that traveled around the world and wake people. If you want to be the leader of this movement, it must be by merit. It is not politics. It is not anything.
I want that na this same man of your global that today no name is Mazi Nnamdi can attack you no game. Ngwa now kita no one agba kporo that na attack go Mazi Nnamdi can join onya o merit re sack Mazi Nnamdi can na this IPOB. If you must be like Mazi Nnamdi can you must merit it. Chinasa wo agunechi. Did you merit Isaac Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Did you merit it take over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He merit ya. If yes, ngano na kichegolo. Afufu no na ke tagolo mo Biafrans. Kerebi jakatali je basalo Biafra slippers go topie. Kerebi ga bidoro zoo police mo abuzu ami ko chala apa ge gbagoto. Mo ba apa umu nwanyi yo ma mere kwa agi. Ebe ki ijelu. Kedu di afufu ke the level and the height of afufu. Itagolo Mazi Biafrans. Iji wee pụta that's the total one door they got sack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from IPOB. If not that may merit ya. I thank God that name that's not respect and the union do today no merit ya. Not by merit. That he merited it. Now the same people, this same vagabond, bonye name engineer, all the whole attack and our pour on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If only they all knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu merited every respect from every Biafra. But today, look at them trying to change the narrative. That's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that's an overall leader. No Merunkewa, no Jikeje Kenya, no Jike. Hey! Double standard. Talk for in this life. He make the him on one. Weburum we who are poor, 2-edged knife. Double face. A man that needs a challenge of 4 owner. The man that's an egg without phone one, they got takari chich now. They catching someone who see where Potakitaro Malay so that because of you no. You see this guy how far today? This is broadcasted there. How far Tata? And we have been telling them, getting him people get chipota. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na bankete. Manaka DOS on our master. Hasa moku alwota. When you king of water Okene. My brother, you are welcome, Jare. I ain't a woke wagon cheap today because the work I open to go, Omeswode. Iko ye jugo ta. Iko weka to Naya. Put up a room, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No way anybody not Isaiah Oba no man, Dimpa Bini Isaiah Oba. Each and all by a flap body. Negi. Your words are out there as only to go. No way anybody now take over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now go now, but we continue where he stopped. That's no way anybody interested. He take a position no him to and can what to take Guinea the visit. Guinea the visitor. No, tell me, can you hear visit today? Or as in her plan only take over from Oyen look on her plan. Or you go back and have a men up on our bread. Onya kike we that's not the heart of men, the desperately evil. Or the evil, not the bad, not Joronjo. Ha Joka. Ha men at their hiding place. That the men destroy the sufferings and the sacrifices of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they want us to stay one side and clap for them. They want people like Wada Chalugo to come out and be defending the Mobile Melo Happy Party. I will never do such. Although possible. Hey, Chineke Nna. God will bear me witness. I will never relent. Na case home. Ma wono that's na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserve every respect. Any of you we are not today game we all name. No. Jesus go to you that's on what Madam Punk. How you see Madam Punk on a mess or not today? According to King Mazi Paul Achebe, King of Woto. I say that Madam Punk as in Casa for lawsuit. Mananda Neba Chinasa Wodu and Dotie. Why are you guys crying over the lawsuit? Can you over the lawsuit? Chinasa Papa say, Biafrans, don't be surprised that's not tomorrow. Nobody can solve what Chinasa Wodu lawsuit. You know that one for sure. About the lawsuit to Gaga Sabu, no, I got talking. I get sick with Punatago, Ije Ghana Zoo. Careful corner there. About 9 sons of lawsuit. Chuku Pro. When you get a lawsuit, I know my mom. I know of ya. Nnamdi cannot shine. Look at the man that made you. I thank God that no sinano will put that. Man, I go say no go made the man Nnamdi that you met him. No one made you your good today. But to the same you know, that no need the voice of Onyendo and join the struggle. Today, why are you people tarnishing the image of that same voice? Oh no. And that voice is still alive. The voice is kind of online and as in line with what we are doing. Or compromise it. Or compromise it. You have no rights in why attack. You have no right of whatsoever. In when you attack. No bonus in our choice even today. Now allow wagging. If we get I said all day, Mazi, you come out to sacrifice your mother, you continue opposite because opposite somewhere. Before I said all day, Mazi, opposite somewhere. But when you have not said that, or could be something like that. So women was you make alone say all day, Mazi. No one look at Kepu, Natron as a nana plan or target say release on you to one hour and not compromise. Why get jail release it? So prison booby really like seriously onye ji eji ekwesịghị ka ahapụ ha na ya mara na ọ compromise bụ ọnwụ ga-egbu ụlọ ncha Chineke ga-apụ ụlọ ọnụ Chineke ga-apụ ụlọ ọkụ mefu blackmail ụna onwebe ụlọ that is ọgọdọ ga-emecha lụọ nwoke ebe olulu ibe mekọ na no worry maka na ama atụm very sure that ọ bụrụ na ụlọ maka eji eji na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agaghị anakpuola ha because this man adịghị gasị Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't listen to gossip ọ ga-efolu ntutu taa food that as in that's now no the needful. I could remember when Baka Walungu, Sino Bugari put the prayer answer because no God said. At the end of the door, they went attack. I'm a Motonian busy weapon here. See, we must defend Baka. He is our brother. Only do that, okay. The man, the height of love on any email. That's never his people, no. Or the excess. We can with too much love for us. Then I know that's asking on. I'm here, but that's not great men are with this woman. That's who went to basic mother. I'm not fear not that their way. Hannah, as an Hannah ending up with fools, with the vagabonds in the women form. Hannah ending up with one more fear. All these prominent men, all these men are no things to offer. Their wives are now Bukano man. I don't know why. I'm not even like that. That's never no fears. The image of her husband. When you go on Napola, when you go further than 1 week, his image now punish. And now poorly goes now Paraba. You will also Uruchi. That is people are negative. Those people in there so that when any of them their wife on our bamboo, but is a bamboo. That's the name of bamboo change. If we get those men who change, I go, or when any of them their wives as a native disobey, the answer is no. When I put an that's not pathology, that is an act digging, they will dig with any caricature. If they comfortable with it, are you not a fool? Madam Onibro is fool. Abraham of fear. Are you not a vagabond, madam? That is an act digging. They destroy the name of your husband. Watch them get it. They have 4 years contract to destroy it. That is a woman you have for. I like I have a 50 years contract or how many million. But not possible. In a leg, poor. In like a general level, you destroy your ideal. You see, I can put you go. Before you never reach a bar, I can put you go. More on a more on respect you with the butcher go. when he had that, people will go back and make if we get I'm only simple how can ever IPOB no a wood share will be a funanya, a destroy yag that's a big one. Check out poor everything you represent on. In a game destroy IPOB. Better do your whatever you gonna go jail or you return the money because this mission on a no finish up. All mission I got him finish but where there is no kekepani no capacity anywhere. Or you want to go gale, on put on social media, and then the family that is a family with 5 euro and 10 euro. Come on, get inside and go and rest. Come on, so soon get try one of that boy son. Family we never go 10 euro not every month for every 2 months. Come on, stop on soldiers, come on, so soon up with 7 idiots. Chineke na pull on. Only 10 euro now compare billions of dollars and two government and that is on every jet in Ghana. Only 10 euro when I compare go that they go no color two government in a Bugale. Now change way and I guess we put you go na when you do not have reject. Achikota say blackmailers and that you see a the struggle. That is every time you own. Ndo di kenas. Family especially if you're like UK. This vagabond that is as in this Sampuni Kenan London. On my road gale. If you need a village or to tell you Apollo. A man a patana. If the mother very useless woman take a of ya. Only teacher take care of me. On na social media on ala long family abula nyebo family ebuka chineto program amofia na kiji we kworo one vagabond to sanuno ona agbatazi osunra ndị ala ba heto ụmụ anụmanụ chineto program family ebuga anyị gbuo gudo onye chineto program ke family gbugi ego na ka inwe how much ka ị na-eti na IPOB blackmailers say Benny. Teacher now by this on a long month go to get destroy your IPOB. When open we know the catch water. When the way that nothing, when that's the way anybody there reason open nobody there reason on a matter. When anybody there reason matter on all of the useless in life. Tell me how much you know total as a Mazi Nnamdi Canada Hanata government. Open problem ya. No you go need spend the money. Then all that honorable government go pocha. Kene ki kebe. Aye say we chale na po e ga apia ihe. You go beat am. Ana kwelu that say ana kwelu detail who dey feel all right on. Mazi Nnamdi come me Paul today say na acho say e ga apia ihe. Ki kebe. What can you do to him? In our Kuala. Come on, na we stand inside the just week and onwe ihe ụmụ pasta na ụmụ bụntala ụmụ anụmanụ Chineke pụrụ na-abịa that is na-akọla anyị iyo famili a nna Chineke nna ndebe Kanu akwụnọhụ ule Chineke na-akpọ gị ọkụ akwụna na-ebuga gị ukwu nwụrụ anwụ wita ahụhụ gbagoro anịghịnị which family melụrụ alụ come on get inside wita ahụ na golunu agadi nwaanyị na-anwa ha n'ọkago nka ị na-asọjagharị ọnụ ụmụ anụmanụ family bele ugwu ga-egwu ndị ala blackmailers ndị asịrị kansị ke family gburu ga-egwu how much that's ego ka ndị Kanu liri ego one maka na achụpụrụ your boyfriend from DOS na awụ yala ịchọ ka ịta ọbụla bịa gwa ụmụ ihe ebe na nzuru n'ike na-eme bịa gwa anyị ihe ebe na nzuru n'ike na-eme bịa gwa anyị before Chineke akpọ ọgwụ bịa mepee ọnụ gwa anyị your anger na achụrụ nzuru n'ike enyi gị nwoke ajụọ ya daazị ịchọ ka ịgwa ala ahụ ị ga-agwa ya ifuru ala na-agụ gị ị ga-agba ya ị ga-agba dị ala o nwebeghị ihe ifuru nzuru n'ike will never smell IPOB again o smeluo ya kpụdaazị ọ ya bụ ozu nwụrụ anwụ he will die nzuru n'ike nwa anwa cross ọ na IPOB again na ọ ga-anwụ nwa gụ nwanya nwa ụnụ na-abụ gị daazị ụnụ ga-ego taa isi adọrọ ụnụ mma ị na-awụ ya ala who made you how dare you bata na this movement na-ala na n'ilu ọnwụ onwe ihe na-emerụ n'isi na who know you as in kedu ihe mebere isi in a claim label member of IPOB. Can I give me in a Walanya my UK? Apuna Pagalu station or your form. Each and I your story in Aguata. I'm off young lamb. Just imagine this idiot. Now the Becano. This I know not to care who are now pour your up and down in our poor ike. In our Johnny does in our Tomaki kitchen. In our for your mind in our fight for freedom. Piagua in you work again and not alone. Piagua in your anger, natural answer me can have that next piece of potato. It just be a quick, see the take a money. Children are poor, one woman. Share the video, share a video because. Just imagine this woman, no, let's be realistic here. As in, get all these gossip, which money you go get, everyone can tell them. As in, go dear, go Mazi Nnamdi can now for them or what? You know, one way to change bribe Mazi Nnamdi. Did you know? By that time, most of you are marking me from our cape. Go with all you jello was ya. One way to that is the suit as in the Cosia. Naturally, now you're Kepunye Bobona Bocha Fiha, Bonya Bola Bisara, or which is sin never. Now his people are now for name, but that's everything now we are. It was 5 years to Wasra to Wasi, if they are now such as your check your promo. Dawa. The Becamia Papanon, Apunike. Oh, Punachicolo, that is not this trouble. I'm a basic Cotacio Mapuna. Eh? Chicolo Mapuna dance home, Arabu, that is selling a struggle. I know. What's the meaning of all this nonsense? If you call them up on a struggle, every time I yapuna, can you come upon an IPOB? Can you go upon a jet in IPOB? Come on, get you conquer, no more upon a young so in IPOB. Come on, get your quack. Or can you swear like your people one? Because such a Sarah no more, we don't need them. Such a Sarah no more this upon because any woman I know that this situation a strong one. Kill the problem in category. They had that on carbon. People now somewhere so deep. Every time I never line a thousand not fabricated the lights of that shower. Ngabekano. Would you see a song of Cabo as a kid man while he's in order? Look here, you Mazi. Never as in Nasi Chinasanaku here. Look at it. Then I say, oh, Nako. But an Amazon man, they cannot remember. Can I hear? Can you get away again? Oh.
Have you ever heard it?
Share a video, we will share the video.
Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. People start claiming the leadership of IPOB. Even from a brother coming to claim after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one. We only have respect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because of his voice, we came. He is the one that traveled around the world and wake people. If you want to be the leader of this movement, it must be by merit. It is not politics. It is not anything you can think of.
Now that you are struggling to be the leader of IPOB, the merit is Chinasa. Una bullshit to them. Uno merit Yamansurunike. How many of you now fight it as in to be the leader? Uno say that's known as Sajana Mazi Nnamdi. No, you are the leader. No bullshit to them. O merit ya. Did Bruce doesn't merit to be the leader of IPOB? O merit ya. If you know how you people are fooling around. Upon a flag and that's your fool over. One of you. Hey! Get on my get you welcome. Get on my get you welcome. I am away in that. I just organize IPOB for money. Ego careful and join her. Ego. Because half of the road your chair go and a billion do. The little one, you know, how only an just get destroy and destroy. On your book, Mother Pota. Send her as in you heard the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and join IPOB. Now that you have joined, or this year will mega arrive. The next step he take is report. Next time he got the same man in Roni where join IPOB. Did you know how they started IPOB? Can you write so they go give well? Esaki a man my go dear. before you arrive. Before bata. Ino katazi oduzie no ka azen ki ikwigo. Isizia na esaka na. Kede ki asaka. Did you know how he started IPOB? Imabosi bido. On what ground, on what aspects? This way, as in from where to where? How? I don't understand. I want to know. As in a man, that is in a gallery, do helpless. So now frustrated. I did one day, put on a radio Biafra where no name. Where follow, you want to that's the influence you go. You will follow me. Follow Gideon. Where is here today now? Epotazia say, how can you sack him? He wants to that struggle, that IPOB money. Did you know? If we go in the Otalanya make a select as not getting. You can't have put a book or you have on a radio Biafra. Now, when you put a book, the other hotel make a message as make a select. Yapatapala, I got him working out both. I'm a member such what these people. Emeka gini melo IPO this na obo the founder. Emeka say gini me ekuteti ke mi rife. Today Mazi Nnamdi kana stand go IPOB. E bia na agwoga ile na radio Biafra. Azenka gini me azenka anya ha bo Mazi Nnamdi kana sobegi. Ala agwa no no. Chakifro no. You guys can never pull down Mazi Nnamdi kana. O mecha ko meno wa. You also no no me. O we any of you guys stand the Mazi Nnamdi kana. Jenu jana, uno like ya jenu no ma jenu na anwu jenu na chuku. Ona ama onwe any of you get pull mu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu die. Come on die. All the people that said over their dead body will be Biafra. Where are they today? The people that fought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today they are workless, absolutely workless. Kene ga agwa ma agwa. Ona ni go mo onye Mazi, ona ni go ma Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of us know him. And we are the capable of doing. Obu has three on our social media. I didn't know Monya and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we know him very well. Mweke bo to mweke bo. That's in mweke bo is so good. Mweke wele bupede. Adama aka. Kene preacher we malo dance and malo as in kene onye bogi. Who are you? Who are you to stand Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Mweke gulusu ka akwụkwọ gụchazu ka akwụkwọ kwechiri ya ka ị ga-apụta weli anụ weli na awụyala Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ya bụrụ ka tiyo anụ ma nwụrụ anwụ ị na-asa aki onye who are you sacking? Ị na-asa aki maka o si bido. Did you know how he formed? Maka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu si as in wee may exist. Did you know him? Ime onye ọ bụ before. Yeah, did you know him from? Ị na-agafe. We all heard his voice and joined the struggle. Today, that same voice, as who? And then they go, how much? Forever. You guys will disappear in thin air. No amount of apuna. Ono ga popular na this struggle, popular na media. As in Gobia Kuoku. No amount of oku apuna geku can make a Biafrans change their mind against Mazi Nnamdi. We can never choose you people over you. Umechame. Jene you be. So na te unu nezu. Mena oduro possible. Even you can tell. The laws of Biafrans who will never Mazi Nnamdi Kanu noble because of Iho Memulu. As an Onya will tell you all this massive love above by gossip. Onyen dada kwasa. Onyen dada Johnny Tiaz Lofe. So Chinasa continue. As again, if you get all and again, people are one who that live with a pure gossip. Neither will be lecture. In one action, so saying our body all the whole threats. In your chat people on radio Biafra, where are they? Can you give a child a chief? Okay, get your better put here. Every day, turn a radio Biafra now walk and get her. At the end of the day, Guinea Melo, the empty and in a gassery, get a banner. Can you 6 years they work and get her? Can you think? Can you the achievements? Can every take you to? Where is the next level? It has you took us to. Get the next level. Umwero. In another radio Biafrans Sanono. Faster go after position. And they want to destroy this leadership. Now that you have been sacked, can you now go and rest? That leadership is on a while for. Or when we look at the doors up, you can now go and rest. Isn't it one rest? Is it yes. That's the Alosepakalika was this year to wear boy. I was this year to Toya. It's a Galiano, a place where you belong. Not a threat, but a promise. You can never stop what we are doing. We must continue to move. I feel the other ending at your regime. The same way as you were not on doors or Chichinegi, case you are not watching doors, and you can never stop it. Omangan and Gawopose. It's in heaven and Kate Toto. Can you fuse more gato? Let's see how it goes. Can you forget this weather? You are not going in an attack and let the side. You might be here with it. As in heaven and Kate Toto. Can you tell me how heaven and Kate Toto? Chinas and all get here ready from one I go get egg. If from one I go get everyone what on my head battalion. If from which on them, if from guys on Iga get. We are in an arguing a wish of a because I for no or canal. Uma or catase. Equal to her, prepare to that new what our boma in our wale. The woman and Nnamdi coming get engaged. Meeting on our hope was them by the house and you're only 2 billion, who know each again. Can he hit a Wagelania in IPOP? Mazi Nnamdi can only hear the very good. Is Mazi Nnamdi kind of stopping you from doing your sabo work? When Mazi Nnamdi can stop over a sabo with all job on our posting for God to follow you. No one job again, but at the end of the day, I'm much also I got go mile. I got 1 year plans on you again. I want to hear the Mazi Nnamdi can. I was on you again. Already you have a boy. Oh, this people don't know. It's in one of what when you say now, but this is that time. I'm on you for the game. I've been so good at the Mazi Nnamdi and that's on a prison. But if I'm me, come if fella get more to be he came. You know the year up. Woman, no, yeah, Maggie. Chinas a whole. And when a whole lot of Biafrans who can sacrifice their life for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he had a happy name. How many people got sacrificed with their lives for a faceless idiot to take again? Somebody like me, yes. I can sacrifice my life for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to stay, to do the needful, to liberate my people. But nobody can sacrifice their lives for idiot to take again. A vagabond to take again, a criminal, a money monger, and a power monger. Nobody can sacrifice their life for you. And that's what I you can people walk on. If one more fear they follow you, if one more fear they share up, none of them can sacrifice 1 naira of their time to you. When any of them can sacrifice them to hand to you. But imagine now you can billions of people who are ready. No, that's no moment. That's no way here, baby. It's no, I'm not a no matter blue. Oh, you hear the mother blue. In your people ticket. If you know you do ticket, if that's not says, you gave me home, it won't know me now. Because you cannot buy a class. I will not buy a class. A mother that's not yes, they got what says. But I will buy a class. You go in you can tell. Somebody shout power in the comment section. More power in the comment section. Let them know power. Let them know power. If you get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the smart. How many of you now favor you now? Only they know what or they may what they mean. When we got up to the whole name and only able to every year. A man who government is and the general child play. It cannot buy a class in a radio Biafra. It cannot buy a boy that's a walk and get that. You want to know when Gabase. Try a key level from that's who follow the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for some years. One arm with a hair and then when you won't down the call from. Come check him out. We call him Mazi. It's an honor couple with Yako. We can do Odogu lion himself. On a new train bow. A man zoo government, that's no jadro ananya, but I have no name to power. It cannot a woman. It cannot buy us. He cannot buy here, Jacob. He cannot buy yellow sabo, or put up a yellow sabo. If only you can tell. Chineke nna mekwara mmadụ ebere. Ifuru ya, ihe onye mewuru can tell. Now say that now we must destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How? Where? From where to where? How? Can you say destroy here? As in going on. Remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name from your name. Nobody. Without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you were fool. I need to loyal to you people some years back because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Minus him. They joke with me for now. Which me for again. As in we give him respect today, look tomorrow, that's a look tomorrow fuck or up. All the whole respect it disappear before ya nanya. Ema no no what that's ana akwelu nugu. That to go ana akwelu na gbago to nu nisi. Ngwa you withdraw the respect. Onye obuna as a family. Kita pataba mo kuna ka nwolo ola nwa jali le ke nwa that's na respect ana yego na maka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Si adoro no mma. Who goes you people? But then I say that's no no better Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Gini go nu gebe na no fianke nke polo mwe Biafra child no this animal see from here. Then sina Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gebe gida akwa. Zoo government emebe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ba akwa oburu anụmanụ dị ka go a failure. Oburu I vagabond dị ka gebe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ba akwa. Don't worry, you will see come back begging. Ama no no cha ga-emecha chigata azụ yoba biko. Uche mefe mana deputy mgbe ahụ. Ogazo me Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go ba akwa oburu ọnụ. Ndawa Chineke kpọrọ ọkụ. Ndị nsusu ụlọ ọrụ. Ike daazụ unu mechacha Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Gịnị bụ unu ga-eme? Apart from gossip, gịnị ọzọ? Onye nke sịrị asị na daazụ asabụghị lawsuit ọ na-ezogharị. Asabụghị lawsuit ọ na-amịgharị na ọ na-eje vacation nwụrụ anwụ. Lawsuit na yes, nyapụta defend ya onwe, nyapụta provide ala anyị evidence. Because na ife ji abụ high profile person erike. Ọ bụghị a child's play. Ọ bụghị ihe eji egwu egwu. Efuge, iche na kita people, anybody says in his or her eyes on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or they happy, or they onye win gold. Or they onye win medal. That's it. If you also they catch that day na agbagale na onye foot the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Na the man, the foot man. That's it. They catch na the n'ime people. Ọ bụrụ anụmanụ dị ka gị. Simply because na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu condescended so low. That is a potato pull on. Second one, name organize eba. If you don't even arrive, or lack all that one, a chog. One command they call you will be you will be a gunner. One single word that chog. It does you disappear na air. See a drug because not condescending low. So as in so no France for the go to you know the level of that's in the question so you know not because of the as in the love only for we Biafrans. We condescend to what you know, you man and my people Nigeria so can you know this world and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gagabuna mare aga welcome to my office. Who Epotane so na kuwete to ka atoro ini na-ewetara mmadụ that is the man na-emepụta obodo bido ịwa n'afa ụnụ na-awagharị gasị ilu ọnwụ ke ndị masị ụnụ don't mind him o chewuru onwe ya na onye mba ka ọ na-eche ihe ọ na-ama kwụna nwepụ ụjọ na-aza agụ na-eche mba amụmamụ nwụrụ anwụ idiot sosi ihe ọ dafta bụ na daazị na-agagharị na-egwugharị wayo na-achọrọ ibu na sinyere ya aka si ebunakwa ya na mmiri ama ya ogbe ejide dimkpa binye mana dimkpa tatize o nwere ka bredo di dimkpa binye de onye ọbụla fụ dimkpa binye ma eri ebere diboy ya anago diboy nọ fa brenie otu o si sụ mkpụmkpụ ka brenie esi wee sụọ mkpụmkpụ Chinasa wee manipulate te nwụọ dimkpa binye na pịa $20,000 till today adị ekwute n'okwu ọnụ ọ bụrụ na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nara ha $20,000 ya fụ ebe a ga na-eme analyze gịnị ka o ji wee mee ọ dịcha n'ebe anyị ụmụ anụmanụ nwụrụ anwụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ka mtụle ka ihe o ji ndị achịkọta ekwu ọnụ eme go for people nwere that's the people prominent people nwere surname go for them hapụ ụmụ achịkọta gịnị ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jekọta wee dee n'aka a man na-enweghị roof under his head no be big juju be that gịnị ka onye ndu kọkatalụ gịnị ka o jekọtara wee chekwiri nzuru n'ike wee chekwiri chi na-asa na-ezo onwe ya ezo adị na-ezo ihu ya ezo n'elu Chika dịka busu n'elu Chike dozie ndụ ka ụkpa na mmiri. Just imagine people na-eweta na wefu no imagine a homeless man in Germany Mazi Nnamdi Kanu condescend low na batie si angwa manage this office Mwananda kwesịrị ịdụ very much grateful to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today look at how they are paying him back. Ọ bụ eziokwu that is onye ọbụla imechara ihe ọma na-ada ejiwe bag kwụọ anyị ma so we are not surprised that all these poor things as an na-adịka ungrateful people na-enwere anything to offer people na-enwere the surname as in minus Biafra struggle. Why would Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be doing with homeless people who don't have anything to offer? Give God gonna account with them. People who are useless, people who failed life. No, brother, no life failed, and they failed life. Even a fat head like Patrick, don't mind that Okoko. That Okoko. We came very hookah. Hey, I'm not going to go to Mana imbecile. That I'm a junior guy. Because my people, please. Anywhere you see it, as in you see these people, make sure that you deal with them. They deserve to live. And I forget, maybe that at once. We have seen it. These people here today, they denied it years back. They denied. As no one will have to take over from Onyen. No one to put up take it over. I hand the way over the struggle. He had never say, how to lead you with access to everything. These are a bunch of criminals. Radio Biafra Kahaji password. No, they carry her name, and our pastor, I need a password. And you went to go password. I need a no, now possible. Now, my Chania. And no, one than Nayanya were the signatory to their IPOB account. But I got only one nigga one nugget. I gave my hand just signatory to account IPOB. I'm off from a corner who said to up IPOB. Did you know how IPOB started? In my case, Peter, only does on tono than IPOB. Biafrans stop giving them money. Stop giving them money. Ego no ka ha na-ede. Na-enyesire ha agago. Ha apụgo. Ego ọbụla unu nye ha da-agazi na-akpa IPOB. Onwe help ha jizie help. Nothing. All agbata eke ka ha na-emezi. If you want to contribute in the struggle, this new leadership, they are there to receive your payments. Ihe ọbụla ị na-contribute, agala emelo gị account ihe eji wee mee. Ị mara ebe ego gị na-aga. Not like Chike dozie regime. Ndị a tichara anyị. Ndị a gburu anyị sam. Ha ji anyị wee mee ihe karịka shop. That's ndị a mere anyị 30. Forget. Start giving them money. Save your money. Save ego gị. Enyesine ego. Finance fees na kwa nwanne nya same that's na as in no go tabalu receipt ego ndị a rilere from 2021 na nke baba. That's no zuru ero castle. Low estate ya that's a castle as a low throughout in the estate. No go tabalu receipt. Na nga agba n'aka na ndị a mere ya alụ na dịtị na-ewute n'ihe a niile ego isi amaka ama nnọọ pọmpụ ka ị na-eru ka esi ihe mee ọsị nwa ada na mama nghọta na ọ bụrụ na onye ndị wepụrụ ndị a n'oge na agaghị na-enwe mwute a but na nsogbu adịrọ that's na new leadership abatago that we must continue si anyị na we must continue ifụna ya Chike Dozie must account for all our money. Okay, Mayor, because now they have overstayed their welcome before a change here. No, they pretend. Even when I wanted the feelings, now that actually take is over from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hana twice they pretend the game when I nakota ye go nda window she. They pretend they so she when you cheap will say shut up. No, time everybody, don't worry. We know what we are doing. Let's continue gathering money. If you get obviously one way that is able program, or do get me also attack. Ngonya bona go and attack Nnamdi Kanu, that ego anazi abia, ha kuchie n'ebe niile, ngwa go and blackmail him, go and start blackmailing. Jeno si ha no ori ego, gwanụ ndị mmadụ na a na-eri ego na o ji ego anyị je chụọ nwaanyị, gwanụ m ihe ịchụ nwaanyị have to do in Biafra struggle. Ọ bụrụ na your leader chụọ nwaanyị ọ gbasara gị, onwe ka o si asazi gbasara IPOB and the struggle. What is your business with the life onye ndu as in your leader na-live? Ọ gbasara gị. Onye abụ IPOB ịbịara ime, onye abụ Biafra ịbịara irestore. Ịhapụzi irestore Biafra, bidozie monitor your leader. Man on the life for the no the life for the who is monitoring you? Your leader now monitor your own life. If you are that's in that about you got the way and that pastor. Now my anything. It happened Biafra if you restore. Monitor your Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his life. Is he part of the struggle also? He monitor life for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also gonna part of IPOB movement. If from our women, Chineke nna melu mmadụ ebere. Unu teacher. Yes, James Okonwa. Simon Ekpa saw all these things. Simon was exposing them. Na-emeghe expose. But Chinasa was busy because money was coming that time massively. Biafrans na-atụ ego na-enye ha money. Ha na-eri n'aka. As in na-egesa. Yes, I don't need the help. Emelon cause famine. Even that people. Someone else aside, their name is exposed. Go back to someone else's old videos. Even now someone else already there. All their plans and their info, their authority, someone poured it outside there. Because that's what you go to on time. Ono that's not an na phone at that time. Reason what we don't say now you know is stop one is so shy the habido power someone pass. We don't cut up your body equiliba. That they mono for an apple someone or how about that equiliba. Someone has stopped one is so shown out is no more job. Habido cut up your blackmail. If he made out as in he exposed them a lot, but we failed to know. We failed to listen to Simon Ekpa. Today, look at where we are. But I thank God that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came through. I thank God that's not correct to go all the whole mistakes. I really appreciate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because never to get a local email.
Let back over to him. And if we're still going to be here, he comes out, we hand him over the struggle. Have you heard any one of us claiming to be the leader of this struggle? Have you? Have you ever heard it? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. People start claiming the leadership of IPU. Even from a brother coming to claim after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one. We only have respect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because of his voice, we came. He is the one that traveled around the world and wake people. If you want to be the leader of this movement, it must be by merit. It is not politics. It is not anything you can think of. We do not care. Somebody like me, do not be surprised. When Biafra comes, I will walk in the street of Biafra. You won't even know it. I am not interested.
Power mongers na agro interested. People, onye ọkọ na ga walk where. Ị ga walk n'ime ite ofe nne gị na ọ bụrụ na Biafra nke anyị ọ dịrọ possible. Anyị ga-eji obi kiwasi Chinese. Cross ọ na-abatanụ.
Let back over to him. And if we're still going to be here, he comes out, we hand him over the struggle. Have you heard any one of us claiming to be the leader of this struggle? Have you? Have you ever heard it? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. People start claiming the leadership of IPU.
Who are those? Who?
Who are they from a brother?
Who? How? Evidence.
Coming to claim after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one.
Lie.
Only have respect for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Oh, you should lie. Oh, no, my
God.
Nah, lie. You know,
he is the one that travel around the world and wake people.
Abu maka voice so you do kitu ebi awu maka ego. Iji maka ego batana IPOB. You came because of money. Na lie. Ihe ni play back papa. Ina ato ase nwanne. Iji maka ego bata igbo onye oshi you agree me. somebody there no power na comments there no power Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the smart obu no yen that no smart nda ka ala eluke hey uno me nda plan la get so nyetu obu na that man na draw smart these people ka ala eluke onye maka Chineke plan ha chọrọ elu ka onye ndu sezie n'elu mmiri ka enu ha bụ iri aka ka na ha bụ iri aka but onye ndu dị extra smart this man the smart na-agbaka mmadụ brain onye ndu Chineke na you need to hear our leader do extra smart ọ bụ ihe niile ka a ga-abịa n'ihu akwụkwọ kọrọ ụlọ ọ bụ ihe niile ka m ga-abịa bịa gwa m ụlọ ihe onye ndu do 1 billion smart onye a dị smart dị egwu ifu ihe o mere ndị a ọ kpara ha na onye mere ha ji ebe akwa efu ha na-ebe ngwanụ the rumor came out that said that na Chike dozie m si na ya chọrọ resign onye ndu si ya mba n'ebe ngwanụ ebe akparamagwa onye chọrọ resign before ọ dị ụlọ ka ọ chọbụrụ resign wee kwechiri ya o kwechiri onye awa onye oshi na-abụ ndị ochi onye ndu dị egwu ebe ọ bụ na efuru onye ndu kwupụli okwu damanụ the powers ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ ụdị mmadụ dịka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ha ka dị frustrate emeghị ihe emere ụwa zuru ike because they dealt with ụwa zuru ike to confuse in life before you know it tocha aka n'ala ego asị na-asabụ ka ọ bụ na enyi ya asabụ ọla ejiri ego till tomorrow ụwa zuru ike ka dị frustrated n'ihe emere they frustrated him and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ekwugasị na ihe ha chọrọ ime ya bụ to frustrate him Onalego that they want to frustrate him, call they confused. But now before Abija, now Malugo, our own people. Now how they are manipulating people, but they can never manipulate him. That's no again as another head disappoint time, but we are going to disappoint them today. Chika Buse Dosium and the Chinas and Woshi on a head disappointed by Oyendi. In my happiness, the same Simon Ekpa no. Since Simon Ekpa no does do not allow devil to get into you. Today, Simon is 100% better than these people. 1 billion times. Simon, hey. Ihe ọ ga-aṅụ na adịrọ mma, ihe ọ ga-eme na ama ndị mma ma ọ pụta. Simon Ekpa ihe ọ ga-eme ụnụ, ụnụ ga-ebe ka eru. Because na ọ ga-atọ dị ụnụ. Ọ ga-enwe ụnụ alụ. Ụnụ ọfụna ya na onye na-alaghalị ile na ọ bụ na Biafra bịa na ya ga-eme nke ole Biafra o nwezikwa anụ ndidi chelizie ka dị Biafra bịa n'ezi ihe ọ na-eme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and anụ ọfịa enwekwe ndị pawa irestọ bịa o nwekwe ndị strategy ha ji ihe fụ ha na-eme na social media bụ just ịkụ asị o nwekwa plans ndị a ji to restore Biafra o nwekwa they are just following onye ndu for the money ha na-enweta ego ha na-esute from people anụ ọfịa na-ekwu okwu he was under suspension before the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi before kidnap onye ndu anụmanụ anọkwa under suspension gịnị mere o ji nọrọ na that suspension ego olili money ụnụ anụrụ ihe m na-ekwu a na-agwa ụnụ na anụ ọfịa agụ na-echi ikpu na before kidnap onye ndu na ọ nọ ego already na suspension onye ndu nyere suspension kpụ ọkụ n'ọnụ powerful suspension onye ndu ọ pịara awọ pịara mbara o mere mkpocha na nzacha before that is ọmadị that na ha plan ọbago as in ka ele ya ụdị suspension ọ pịara anụ ọfịa is not a child's play and the criminal pụtakwa pretend dị sochie ya ogbe ha agwa anyị na ya agaghị apụtakwa okwu na ya nọ under suspension by right anụ ọfịa kwesịrị ịka nọ under suspension by now but because of power monger ọ na-emi elu power he want to lead mana ọ chọghị ịnọ under somebody okwupụta onwe ọ bụrụ na ọma ihe ọgwọ ka ala ị na-akpụ na nọrọ na-asa godu suspension ya until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ọ pụtazie lift to the suspension but ọ dị ọsịsị ịma na onye ọ dị ngwa ngwa ịfụ ha na money ọ na-amaghị n'ahụ ọ ndị na-fight anyị freedom ndị si na ha bụ freedom fighter how can onye lọvụlụ ego bụrụ the freedom fighter lover of money you can never be as far as that na ifụlụ ego n'anya onwe mgbe ka ị bụrụ a freedom fighter I could remember this money enyelu female ekuke mgbe ahụ ebe enye female ekuke Nelly contact him and the one my father not oxygen in the hospital. Mpa no no only did the money. Nelly came to me now on baby face cause a fine face. So we are on our bomb. Now that's a canker, that's not your linear marker. That's going upon none of fear name. Now one but now need the help. No, as in came not small touch, I gave them my prologue, the word, and I know my voice. There are a lot of hype from that period. Some of that's a match of that kind of money. That's not one line. I want to get you a good time. Or see who want to, I took to see you on the water. Who put that my Samsung tab? Who got for chatting on and Nelly? When I go see our chatting on and Nelly. My name is female cook now. Oh, you're not be a man Nnamdi can analyze today. Oh, you're not resisting money. But I know as a number of Nnamdi Nnamdi Kanu. If we are if we get now, only as in somebody who couldn't resist money, but today never Nnamdi can analyze. Not be juju be that, my big juju. Lovers of money, people that love money. As far as that's an if you go now and carry your freedom, you can never be a freedom fighter. And you need go no. By rights, no, but you no. They are not supposed to that they are by the how was how far you to have about because I need the whiter than white. I need to dedicated. Many people not here today. Any of them now they go. But to these people put out today na Bama Nnamdi Kanu Yoshi. Hani na na locha ge golie. But I never pretend. Ihe na abo guy. Ana abo a guy. Nda ni na alo guy. Ha na luke go but na never pretend. Na emo onye ozo accused of what they did. Ihe abo characters of those criminals. Onye oshi ga-ezu oshi pụta na-eme go accused. That's not what oshi. Well, na ya ma onye oshi. Ifunya. So ignore all these people. Una funny that's na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ni oji pulo dogwa bu a child's play. Obu egwu Mazi. So all these crooks and wolves na pụta akpụrụ ya n'ọnụ na-asị Nnamdi Kanu nkaza. Ignore them. Nena wulo logomba na akwa nwụrụ nnukwu nne. Just imagine. They are all karụ n'ike. Ọ kwụrụ n'ọtọ wụpụ na mmadụ. Alụ ajọka. Alụ kwụsị. Say no to alụ. Say no to blackmail. Look at him. O sigo na mmadụ gwụcha. Ụmụ maka ọ dị mgbe ọ na-eri ego ndị IPOB na-refresh dị abini kochata ego kocha ya ọ na-eri n'eko olu na protest ọ na-agbụ tatisi ọkpa ọ dị ka nkụ oweli ya na-agba egwu jee nne Awilologomba onye na-eweta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nke ọ bụ ọnụ ka a ga-afụọ ya achọ ya achọ ndị ọkiji ebegbu onwe ha na-agba jọsile ya a ga-amụta nwoke n'enyi ya ọ nọ n'Europe na-akwụgharị for many years o nwetebere akwụkwọ kedu ka egosipa ga-esi enweta akwụkwọ onye na-enye onwe nwaanyị ga-atazụ onwe nwaanyị ga-asị nkete eke nwe onye ahụ na si na ọka enye akwụkwọ fast ọ dịrọ possible even the government of that place to be tired of the guy enye nwere akwụkwọ na-ekwutaz ọ na-akpagwogharị o si ebe ọpụta si side a si ebe agafete si side agafete ama ofu iji kpọọ nne gozi come on fuck out from here ka ebe gwo onwe gị n'akwa bebe akwa unu bụ ndị oshi gangsters unu bụ gangsters gbagharị banya unu pecha ebe nchigo unu kuje DOS ndị kuje how market how na day unu na-aga ngekwa ndị kuje kuje abụ na old model kuje apụgo na ụdazụ unu apụgo na model kuje people of kuje God abego nekwana maka nnọkwa na drip ụlọ for ya efuge na ndị abụrụ mmadụ ndị awụ ọkụrụ these people awụ ọkụrụ na ka ha si ebegharị akwa and the funniest thing bụ ha na-akwa fine na their page but they will come to our own page na-ebe akwa because the frustration dị real anyị nwa we are happy as it is sweet us independent onye mee ha ji wee na-agbagharị platforms niile ndị dị whiter than white nọ na ya as in he put their dirty body get there people gburu nna ha all dị ndị a na-abụ tomorrow ha tolite ha ga against their mother and their father ụmụ nwaanyị nọ n'ime ha nụọ dị echi ha ada against their husband. Ụmụ nwoke nọ n'ime ha nụọ nwaanyị echi ha ada against their wife. Gwa m ihe human being ga-eji wee pụta do against the man they heard his voice and joined the struggle. Gwa m ihe ha kedu ụdị akwụkwọ ha kakọtara wee comprehend no such thing. Kedu ụdị ihe ha megidere wee comprehend no that kind of thing. Tell me, gịnị bụ the thing? He megide in this life, megide. As in, we're making work up your mind. No, if I imagine now, they cannot be here. Calabon, man. The one can I put my way. Just imagine a woman. A woman may belong to one of the that's never spy in IPOP. Now you can go to a spy. Now M branch. Nayana and zoo amena loco. Nene Kuema Mahakani from Akete. A women and Pupugale. Eh? Look at them, women and so Pugale. A women are so. But I could say that against Mazi and Nnamdi. I know man now what I can from Akete. Nene women. Eh? Nahabu M branch, Emma Bonya, Emma Kanya. I'm not way home past. I don't know. Then women, Hanchan then much over. But I don't know, no man and Nnamdi can over problem here. A man who cannot speak what people can hear. On a book to he can plug the bookie. He do worry in life. On your portal, I'm a basic chatanda, I'm a basic I don't know. I'm a basic chick all these people. Well, I need to deal with fools. Vagabonds. I need to deal with the bastards. People now want to people now want a behas. A chikoto musabo, Lala in the struggle, Hana Dochi Anyazo. People like that, they want to do a market, Uru Mada, the baby Ozui Keka, and then happy with future sabo. Just imagine a poor man of ya, a man now can be from my game. And not the kind of that's only a book which any. Just imagine them. Very useless people. Very useless people. Yes, he may go where he expose. And I have to go, Afni Go to their various platforms now. Where is the work handle? Their topic in Abo, Nnamdi Kanu Alama, the girlfriend there, Nnamdi Kanu to Barawan, Nnamdi Kanu Jello Club, Nnamdi Kanu, so see her. You have a cook on maybe. Ima their anger can was only where. Ima anger. Their anger put us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu outsmarted them. Fire beware. Iya hachi make we keep come all this while they mure. So as in here go na shape. You can imagine you should not target something. Target go to make all look. Ima that's na anger get you wabi. Oh, as an oyana gabigana. They were pretending all these years to strike their final, as in their last strike. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pay, but they failed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu outsmarted all of them. Onya put their pains today. When you see Chinas and Woru, everyone they go na uyala. Understand his pain. If you check the same way what that they memo, anya sa go malo understand the pain yes ya. Hema chief of those states actually achieve, and they know. Hammer that no yen do bodo quick calendar. You get another as you must have a no do now walk. No job, no, what you will make happiness something achieve. Oh, when a man is smart, everybody for that man near respect you will. Whenever you are dealing with smart guys, be very, very careful as a woman. If you come across a smart man as your husband or as your boyfriend or as your brother, be careful with that man. A smart person had a bomb. We come on at the smart and at the alert all the time. And don't shakatalo as a game as smart or draw possible. The only we get you is a smart human being, humble. be humble to that person. That man not the smart, be humble. I'm going to draw humble, just weapon bad info, bad thing from your heart. Will not your channel follow that as in that smart man. Number 2, be humble to him. Number 3, name respect. Number 4, see him also get base never goes up. It's funny about goes up. Because if we see about goes up, I'm going to get each market will see about goes. When you do the smart thing, smart thing they draw. That's it. The man of the smart, the man who targets ya compare. So all your anger, when you see them, on that note, because my people are watching. Allah Allah, 3 and 9 and more. What about? So I got for one of us. I put tomorrow on the keep them. I want to have for me to na mother tina. Don't we go see where they go? You want to wadanya mulanya de kazo. Don't relent. So kupana kanda waleagi. Kupana kasri ahana. Kupana waste you data. Use your time and your data for good things. For as in listen to people that want it. Just need gas. The way you just hear me. Have a child have the first, you have the second, or the third, and have the partner the last. So let them continue fooling around. On that note, I can command no wine wada chalo. Chalo gene wara di broja chacha. Ada Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. One Kemesa. They will.